I had two fucking Google accounts. And like
Okay.
some of my D&D notes are in one account and some in the other account. It's
That's just
fucking
crazy talk. Why did you do that?
stupid as shit. Even for this
What
campaign,
happened
somehow
then?
I managed to put them in two different ones at once instead of one. In fucking
Well,
insane. In fucking insane. Okay, we're all ready? I'm not,
let's
but
go.
we can try. We can try. Okay, welcome.
Minus the
welcome,
dice,
welcome.
but that can count.
I'm sure you won't need dice. Welcome, welcome, one and all. This is the first session, that dice roll. First session of new campaign, Blood and Shackles, a story based in the area known as the Shackles, as you can see from this rustic map. It is down on the southwest coast of Avestan, just south of the Eye of Bendigo, the biggest like kind of storm the world has ever seen. Basically, a never-ending hurricane. The region is basically what you would imagine from the sort of classic sort of piratey media you're used to. That sort of early exploring, sort of like Caribbean, lots of small ports, always coming up and about. Trade very high. Slightly illegal activities going on almost everywhere.
We start our adventure in Tortuga.
Exactly. But Tortuga in this case is actually a small village of maybe only 100 to 200 people known as Old Salt Reef, where the four of you are all inhabitants. The village would once a more bustling time in the past, but basically better ships, bigger ships, mean they can go longer distances, carry more food. The other ports have gotten bigger, and also partly due to the location and the availability to like quickly dock at it has become less traveled and less visited. Meaning, it's not bad though. Some people obviously, a lot of the townsfolk like that quiet life, the more peaceful time where they avoid a lot of the problems that happen when pirates visit your town, for instance. So that is nice. But in recent years, especially, the situation has become less than ideal. There was always the southern lands to the north, which is the area of the continent which has been most affected by the hurricane, and it become less civilized. And in the past, lizard folk who were more native to that land would have like disputes with a lot of the small towns along the northern coast of the Shackles, or the northern region of the Shackles, and it's like small border fights. But in recent years, it's become much more aggressive, and they were coming down far enough now to have raids down into Old Salt Reef, for instance. And originally when it started, there was maybe one or two raids, like every few months, and it was very small. Like they would make a mess and maybe like try to burn down a house or two, try to like destroy some boats, but it was small. But it has recently become much more frequent to a point where now often there is like only a week or two between like a small raid, and it's becoming quite tense in the town with people kind of sticking together more than before. People started carrying what they would call weapons, like simple kind of clubs or hatchets, and it's really become quite not a scary place to live in, but there's certainly a tension in the air. And we're gonna start, I think, our player's story, if the music isn't too cliche, then of course the actual premise, with at least three of you in the inn of the town, which is known as the Oyster's Pearl, or the Pearl as the locals normally just refer it to, which, as I actually have a little bit of art just to show you, kind of the vibe of what it looks like. It's clearly old. The town itself is old, and it's almost now too big for the inhabitants. There's like there's buildings which kind of being the elements that's damaging them, but the pearl at least has been kept in good condition by the redstones who have always like kind of been the proprietors. And you have and it's now, especially on these days, very kind of popular in the evening, so it's actually quite full now compared to how it used to be. And if I can just tell you guys what you're doing at least, and you can tell me if you think it would be your character's like fuck that, they're not doing that. I will say at least at Crixil and Altair, perhaps you are having a drink together. You are both members of the militia. You have been involved in some of the recent raids, and perhaps you're just having a basically venting together, or whatever you want to be doing, but you are at least drinking together, or sitting close to one another. Nate, I seem to remember you are often now. You're the older man in the town, or one of the older men in town. You're probably somewhere in the inn, trying to tell somebody. Back in their day, these are folks who would have been, thrown out before they had, gone 2 steps into the town proper. And so you three are the ones who are currently in the inn. It's it's bustling, and Ted is busy taking people's drinks and food. But perhaps out here, Crystal, as you are, at least in the next travel you describe, what you would be doing and what you look like first. I'll go from top.
Reminder: it's Altair.
Oh, sorry, Altair, not Assassin's Creed.
It's 2 syllables, not 3.
Altair. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to start then, Altair? Why don't you describe a bit what you're all about?
Yeah. So Altair is like a wiry, pretty handsome-looking elf. I'm just gonna read my description that I wrote because I actually like it. So Altair is a wiry, handsome half-elf with precise features. A crop of brown hair, hastily tied back in a ponytail, frames his piercing amaranthine eyes. Purple eyes. Nicely tanned from years working on and around the sea, he wields his charming smile nearly as well as the fine rapier at his hip. A deep violet cloak and dark gray jerkin cover the well-worn leather armor he wears when helping the town militia. So, that's kind of what he looks like. He's probably just sitting there, just chatting up Crixel. Like old fans. Like
he's
old
very
friends, sorry.
Old fans. Oh, he's a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Crixel as well, yeah.
Sure.
Guy's got a pistol.
It's true.
Nuts.
It's true. Well, not my first choice, but I did manage to get one. So I am a Tengu, which are basically like crow, raven-like bird people. I don't have notes as well written as Josh's, so I'm just gonna go down my block points. So the feathers are like waxed. They're matte dark blue, with like the tips of the feathers are like dyed like light blue. The beak is very long and straight, but on the beak is, as you can see by the pictures, like intricately tattooed. He's got black like beady eyes. Quite simple clothing, but he has also like a bright red cloak, contrasting the feathers. And along his body, like along the simple clothes, are like various like wooden and metal objects, like strapped and dangling. That people that know Crixel, he calls treasures. I think personality-wise, like Crixel is quieter than Altair, just awkward at first to get to know, but he appreciates a friend, so he'll just like let Altair talk, and he'll sometimes say a word here and there.
Mm-hmm. Great. And Nate, why don't you describe what you look like?
I'm an older guy with short gray hair and facial hair, slightly trimmed. I'm dressed in white clothes because I'm working most of the day in the sun, so heat stroke for old people.
Sure, actually.
And I have strong arms because I, handiwork, working on boats and stuff. And all of that, I'm like average height build, like an average guy from the village.
Yeah. Great, yeah. So you three are in the inn at this time. To give you rough time of the day, I'm just trying to actually keep track of it for once, just so you know. It is currently the 12th of the 8th month. I can't remember what that is in Pathfinder, but it's nice. They actually use our calendar, so it's actually kind of nice. Thank God.
They just replace the names of the months.
They replace names, but the actual thing is the same. So it's the 12th of the 8th. I didn't even notice in Pathfinder. Apparently, the current year Pathfinder is like based on our year. So when a year passes in real life, a year also passes in life. I did not know that. So it's actually now
it's really
47, 23. So we're a few months ahead of the current date. But just so you know. And it is now maybe like early evening, like maybe like 6 p.m. It's like summer, so it's still pretty light, but it is starting to lose like a little bit of light. And I think so you guys are just in the inn relaxing when Actually, everyone
sorry,
give me.
sorry, can I quickly
Yeah.
interject?
No, yeah,
because,
you do. Yeah.
Nate is so he's probably a little bit removed from us, if I'm gathering correctly. Like, is Nate like someone people know around the village? Because you describe him as just a regular older man. Like, does he have a reputation of any kind, or would we know him? Like, Crixon out there.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, just from hanging in tavern, I guess.
Yeah, he's in the town.
Just around the tavern, okay.
And like the town is very small, right? Like it's like 100, 200 people. So like, and you know, if you live there for like, and people, I mean, you know, it's not like the kind of days where now you don't know your neighbor, right? Because you fucking, you know, go to work and you know, go online. Like, you know, like back in these days, people knew, you know, more, you know, people who lived, you know, near them. So, and yeah, he is Native's certainly in the tavern a fair amount.
Okay,
So you would,
sure. He's just a regular, nice.
Just a regular. But yeah, hey, you guys are just, you know, enjoying or, you know, passing the time. But everybody, at least you three, sorry, give me a secret perception check. So you can press a little
rules are
like
really...
an eye with the thing shut up. Oh, and I can actually put you on here, I guess.
Not ominous at all to be called Salt Reef Fight.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Also, this is a very tiny dot amongst a very large map.
Oh yeah, this is Inuit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously the inn doesn't actually. Maybe it doesn't have a pool table, but I found that map. I was like, oh, yeah, that's funny. I'll go to a pool table. Maybe, you know.
Everything's
find a pool
very
table,
old,
so
except for
whatever.
the pool tables in prime condition.
It'd at least be called billiards, come on.
Right, you ain't billiards. Okay. So at this point, Altair, you hear you can't like make out the exact word, but a muffled sort of shouting coming from outside the tavern, the Pearl.
Is this abnormal for town, or is there normally like a bit of commotion?
It's normally quite like this. You can tell, like you hear it, like
Okay.
you can't see what it's saying, but you know like a sense of like urgency in like the shouts.
Well, fuck, Crixel. What do you think that is?
Yeah, Pixel, you didn't hear anything.
You hear trouble?
Yeah, might be old Ben up to his tricks again. Wanna check it out?
He kind of like, he's just holding his mug, like pours like one more drink down his gullet, and then yeah, sets it on the table. Just nods.
Yeah,
Start heading towards the door.
Yeah, as you do that, it also, you know, as you get it actually gets like louder quite quickly. So you know, Chris, as you're hearing it, and Nate also as you're quite near the door, you hear it as well as you hear actually our friend Johnny shouting something you can't quite make out through the door, but as you open it, it gets a bit clearer.
Do we recognize the voice immediately?
Yes.
Oh,
do we
it's
know-
very distinct. Yes. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how to say.
Do we know Johnny?
Well, you know, me and Daco maybe our characters know each other quite a bit, I guess.
Okay. Then I think I would definitely
Yeah,
know Johnny as well.
I didn't really.
As I hear the muffled voice, I'm just like,
I finalized the story today, so I didn't have much time to figure out how I know the other two.
Oh, there he is. Man, I got
Still
fucking
called
great
Tom
ears.
Char. This
Pretty good it is.
this token, yeah. You know,
What's that?
the token is still called Tom Char, not John.
Well, I don't see your name at all.
He delivered it by the deadline.
Thanks for giving me this Johnny name like half an hour ago, and then complaining that the token is the name. There you go.
You know what? I can actually have a timestamp of when I changed it. Like it was more than half an hour.
No, okay,
This
alright.
was almost
You
2 hours
got
ago.
me. You got me. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
you
there, I
know,
can
so you
tell.
look at it and you see the side of like Johnny basically running in the direction of like, you know, this is basically like the main, you know, I don't know if the town's gonna look like this if I make the town again, but for now this is the main area of the town.
Town square,
Town square, exactly.
I guess. You know.
So what do you? And why don't you describe yourself a little bit, Johnny, to see what Altair sees out of the doorway?
Yeah, yo, I am a blue-skinned human, in undying heritage. with white hair, like nice, like shoulder length, flowing white hair, brown eyes with a general jolly attitude. Usually not wearing a lot, because
But he's down in the water, you know.
Honestly, the fireworks got off right here.
Whoa. I got a picture. Look at these abs, actually.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh no,
he's got
he's
those
hot.
boots on. Got those boots on.
Yeah.
He's
For-
what
you
You
know,
know, it's like basically it's like a bathing suit, a little shirt, or like
Little speedos.
long pants.
Okay, have any of you watched the new
Frankie,
Glass?
I know this
have
guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you guys watched the new Glass Onion?
Oh, he's
David.
David Tessa?
He's Duke. Yeah, he's Duke.
Yeah. As he's running, we see his like pecs bouncing up.
Oh man,
Exactly.
just at the same time. Yeah, but you see him basically running in the direction, and as you kind of look out the window, or not the window, so the door right here, and Crixel behind, you can see the kind of like in the distance, a little bit like behind these kind of buildings, you just see like the flicker of like smoke sort of going into the air. Like not very much, but
As
like,
I,
it's only because you're both quite observant that you see it, but it's you see something there.
Yeah, as I clock that and I hear Johnny's voice, I just like cock my head like like a bird does, like very sharp, and just say, "Oh no!" And yeah, we start running. I'm assuming.
Even though actually at this point, I think we can actually roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, as you basically both get out the.
Wait, sorry, what is Johnny yelling?
Attack!
Attack! They came from the sea. They came from the sea, bro.
Exactly, they came.
Defense, village defense. Let's go.
Let's go. Yes, so you could
Are we
toggle your
allowed to
character.
roll initiative with other things than perception, or does it have to
Not
be
in this
perception?
case. This case was very like.
That makes sense.
basically.
Doesn't have to be. Oh god.
There. Oh shit.
I don't even see dice. Do you see dice?
Yeah, no, I
Was
didn't
it still
see
on
dice.
blind? Oh wait, you didn't. You guys didn't.
No, I didn't listen.
But I see the
I didn't
rolls
see
in
dice
the
when I
right,
made
but there's no
the
dice.
rolls, yeah.
That's
On the
weird. I
screen.
see them in the chat. It's for me it says they're public because I can't right click and make private or make public.
No, like we could see the rolls, but not the animated dice. I
Like
think
the actual animated
Yeah.
dice.
Oh, maybe that's a module. Is that a module?
It might have been.
thing? Or is that like a weird
Yeah, I think it was probably a
configure
module.
setting? Maybe it's in core,
Yeah,
game
core.
canvas.
It's got like 3D animated dice, right? Or is that?
That could explain
Roll
why
20
we
then.
don't
But we
see
have
the
that
option.
animated die, so let me figure this out. Like that's pretty important.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very.
imagine not seeing a dice. Dice so nice. That's the module. You have that one.
Ah.
Alright. Well, 4 points yourself for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Game world is shutting down.
It's shut down. Everything's over. Entertain the stream, Jacko. Entertain.
Take it down. Take it down.
From the top, let's go.
Introduce your mug.
Reach your
Yeah, we
mark.
can we have a bro counter for Johnny?
Oh no.
Row counter.
Yeah, like how
No
many times he
active
says
game.
Bro.
All the
There'll be a
same.
game. I got to install this module once.
I know. You're fine. I'm joking.
And then I got but see, when you install a module, then you have to launch the game and then click I activate the module, and then it restarts again. And it's like, what the fuck? Why would I install it if I didn't want to activate it? It's activated by default, man. Deactivate it as an option.
It's so that you can really interrupt the flow just right in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna activate this now. Everyone get kicked out. Restart it.
Okay, it should be reloading now, so I think you can go in now and it should be working.
Oh yeah,
Fresh.
Pretty quick.
I do like the classic start in the tavern, fight breaks out.
Of course.
Been a
I
while.
can't imagine doing anything else.
It's been such a long
Classic
time.
adventure. This is.
Yeah.
This is adventure on the high seas, you know.
Classic adventure.
Alright.
Yeah.
He's
There we go.
back.
That's so nice. And you see this, right? Now it's
Ah, 3
Yeah.
dice settings. Let's go.
There we go.
Modificate.
Modificate.
I don't want to paint. Give me.
Is it in configure settings? Is that where you saw it?
Modificate.
It should be in
I
the-
put in the chat
In
now.
the chats, yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Is there like there's gonna be like an ocean scene, right?
Ocean man.
Ocean.
Is Astral Sea?
Water. Ooh,
Does
there's
that
a
count?
water one. Ooh, it's a water one.
Oh, there's one called Bird Up. I'll try that one.
Bird up. What?
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
gonna
roll.
do. Can I do like? Can you have it on like randomize? Like always do different ones? That'd be kind of crazy. No, that's crazy actually.
Alright, this one is kind of like feathery. Okay, cool.
Make sure to put your throwing force up to like 500%. You know.
What?
You can change your throwing force. You know, and everything.
Um,
You can change the table surface so it sounds like it's rolling it on metal instead of felt. My God, what a world we live in. Do you ever think science went
it's
too
too
far?
much.
I'm gonna
Animation
use.
speed.
I'm gonna use the foundry dice. Alright.
They have a dice type called Bird Up, and I think like on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
BTB
Yeah,
ones,
yeah, just to
you have to choose that.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's
Cool.
it's feathery and everything.
Ooh,
Wait, what do you thought? What?
the nice variants. Alright, so
Lizard folk.
lizard folk indeed. So basically, as you're you are, you are running out a door and you pay attention. I would say you actually see a lizard folk run around. Oh, I gotta be an encounter. Run around basically like the corner of a couple. Oh wait, combat music! Combat music! Let's see what the guy is. Let's see what the guy has here. Combat atmospheric. Hello, it's no. That sounds crazy.
Oh, by the way, I'm very slow in the encounter itself, but my reactions are quite fast because as initiative gets rolled, I have this thing called Into the Fray. Oh, it's called. I did to Game Master. Oops. Into the Fray.
Oh, I did it. My heavens.
So yeah, so as soon as I notice trouble and I run out the door, just grab out like my weapons. One of the weapons is a double-barreled pistol, looking quite rusty. The other one is a weird blade, like almost like a metal ring with like various different curved blades attached to it.
Okay, cool.
That'll just hold on the base. Yeah, that's it.
And okay, obviously because like there are other people in the inn, I'm not fucking putting every like random fucking people on the map. People basically like hearing the trouble and like kind of like some of them like kind of running in the back of the inn, like kind of hiding behind the counter. Others like kind of run out door right behind you, but like running like away. They're not like seem to be running.
Cowards!
No. Hey now, they're not PCs.
No.
They're not PCs. They can't do anything. All right, but there is you see a lizard folk come out from around the corner down here. What's their movement speed? 25. Okay, cool. And how do you do it in this game again? Okay, cool. So like basically just like run over here and then like with like a shield and whatnot. Oh wait, I got some artwork. Where I can be able to see.
That's a massive map.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty
Oh
big.
wow.
Yeah, with this, with like this kind of wicked looking kind of like cobbled together flail in one hand and like a shield made out of like driftwood in the other, and they kind of run forward, kind of like snarling and like like some people are like running away and has like and then like kind of gets in and like has a shield in one hand which they seem to like raise as well. And then it is your turn out there.
Did you put the art in our journal? Or?
Oh man, I guess so. Can I do that? Is there a quick way to do that?
Well, you can like show it should like pop something up.
I'm not showing it off the token though. I'm not like showing it in the journal. You know what I mean? But I'll create one first.
Nice.
Alrighty, what do I want to do? I guess technically it shows that I have my rapier sickle out, but I technically don't. So
Sure, yeah.
I'll pull both of those out as 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
And then go my control click.
If you have a rapier and sickle, that's metal.
Yeah.
Sick. That's pretty
And I'll move over
It's very
30 feet to
sick.
there.
good one, Tom. Good.
You really nailed that one.
Not this.
Good one. Oh man, I think so well actually to add details.
To add the art, I mean, if it
Yeah, I'll
a
get it
lot of work
after.
to know.
I'll get it after what's it called? But yeah, you're right. I'll try to. I wish there was like a way to be like, okay, to make this into a handout. Like maybe. Do you think I did it? No, I guess I didn't do it.
The advantage of Adventure Path, once again.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, for sure. If okay, so you ran forward and drew both your weapons, right? Yeah. Named.
Yeah, okay, I'll grab my boarding pike that I have like just here, you know,
Yeah,
resting
it's
on the
pretty
ground.
dangerous times now, so pretty common people be
Yeah,
carrying their weapons around.
so that's like one action, right?
Yes.
And then I'll stride. That's like 15.
If you hold control while drawing the line, you can then also I move you. If you hold control while drawing the line, you can like kind of
Okay.
click and make like waypoints.
Waypoint.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
And then press space, right, to release?
Yeah, to then follow the thing. Yeah.
Okay, so that's my first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's everybody? Oh,
It
there
seems to
it
be
is.
down here. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is
then
a...
I'll use my stride again to move right here. And I guess that's it for me.
Mm-hmm. Johnny.
I will. You set control and then you can move. Right, yeah. Man, I'm so far away from anyone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think this would be like a huge square, like, wait, this town's that small, but we just don't have the materials to build more houses, right? Like,
Exactly.
it's like the only 4 houses that
I think
exist.
I'm just gonna
Back in the day.
triple move, like up towards.
I think it's even that big, right? It's like what? How many?
It's like I
meters?
I guys are like equipped and shit like that. Like
40 meters.
you see, like Johnny's look like he just kind of like ran out from the sea or somewhere. It's like
He's still wet.
he was,
His
he
shirt is
wasn't- he
open,
wasn't-
like
he
his
wasn't ready
abs
to
are
fight
glistening.
before he started the.
Yeah.
Trying to start the alarm. I'm just gonna like just move
Oh,
like
fuck.
towards the center here.
Whoa, what are you doing there?
Yeah,
That's
trolling.
triple
How
move.
do
That's my
I?
turn.
I don't know if there's a control Z, but you know roughly you were like roughly around here, right, or somewhere. You were 25 feet from like here, right? But this is where you ran to before. So I think it
I
was
was
down
10 and then yeah.
there.
Sorry, I press space and
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay, cool. You see another lizard folk
hang on.
running from like down here, but this one has a like a lit kind of torch, you know, like kind of a pretty like chunky one in like one hand. And as they run up here, you see them basically like try like from here kind of like lob it on like to like try to like hold it up for a second to like kind of like starts to like catch on like part of the wood of this building. It's probably like an old big one. And then like you know when it like is start to catch it basically then like to like kind of just throw it like on top of the roof. But that's it.
We have 2 shield and flails, and then one with a torch and a blowgun. It looks like.
Yeah, you see he's got like a blowgun in now. It's hard to see from the distance, but yeah, the art kind of gives it away. But yeah, he doesn't have any like big weapons at all. The other one actually. Yeah, they see like a few of you running over here, so yeah, they run up as well to like kind of like snap, like wait, move wrong direction. No, they don't have that much. Control.
Right. All these.
This one actually looks a bit more aggressive, and then actually just spends all their movement like moving up all this way.
Whoa.
Just basically like running, like snarling, kind of crazy. Quicksil.
Yo, well, it doesn't say the range of a firearm in the actual attack. Let me double check.
In the attack roll, it might if you.
Does it not say it in the item?
Range 3 feet. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So
and you have a
I
3
will-
movement, right, from into the frame.
Well, no, it's only at start of initiative when when it's an enemy I can perceive, which I couldn't, I don't believe.
If you can't pursue any.
We all know Johnny's an enemy, so.
But it says that the first action on your first turn you can strike
Oh.
to an enemy you can perceive.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, your first turn. Okay.
Yeah, so you definitely
yeah.
can
So I'll just do that real quick. Bam.
Cool. So yeah, you quick as a flash, like running in. And you have 30 movement? Wow, insane. That's so fast.
Do I? No, I don't think I do.
You liar, you cheat.
God, this is my first campaign I've ever played, so please bear with me.
Yeah, we're all newbies here, you know.
Then another movement.
Don't take
I also like that
don't take
Jacko
potential
himself has
excuses away
disappeared from his
mine.
cam.
I'm measuring, man.
I know.
Have to lean in close enough.
He has
for that.
become the bird.
Yeah, so Crixel just like almost, flapping his wings, flying, behind him, sprints forward, and then just pulls out or aims the pistol at the lizard folk, and I'll just say like, "You are not welcome here." And I'll, with the double barrel pistol, I'll empty both my barrels.
Oh, baby. You empty both your barrels. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
no, that is, yeah. So,
That gives it like something else. Where
Whiskey in the
special.
jar.
yeah, so
It increases the damage by a step. Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Cool. Give me that
Oh,
attack. Cool.
I can't start.
Yeah,
Oh, it's D. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, T in this one. Yeah, just to confuse you. Missed.
No,
Oh,
can I use a hero point?
of course.
That's so important, man.
Actually, also
combat-
Johnny for running in, just save the town. That's very heroic. You can get like the hour hero point for the first hour.
Give me that. I'll take. Too much.
But yeah, give me the reroll. So.
Yeah.
Might.
Reroll and keeps the new results. Oh my god.
Oof.
Oh
Oh my god.
no, I'm afraid. Quite on your side today. Not quite on your side.
Yeah, so the talent's kind of shaking a little bit.
That should wait. Was that it? That those 2 moves?
That's
Sure. One more.
yeah, that's my turn. Well, no, it's 3 moves. I did.
Oh, yours 3 moves get all the way here. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. This one back here. Do you have enough movement? Oh, he has exactly enough to sprint past his ally to run up to you and then flash out with the flail. I'm also keep trying to fucking press hold to target.
Yeah.
Doom.
How do you do it
Using
now? I
some-
forget.
T. But it also seems, I don't know, fucking shit. And flail
Hey, now,
smashes
hey,
into the flail smashes into the ground next to your feet. But that's their turn. I'll take.
All right. Oops, I need to select. Haha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little hesitant to go there, knowing that there's 2 of them coming afterwards that are gonna do the daisy chain of flanking. But fuck it.
But then again, flanking.
Actually,
so
though, before you even get there, when you move past them, the flail they lash out faster than you expect.
Wow.
I think we had the movement to not go in a straight line, but yeah.
Okay.
There was one.
Yeah. So yeah.
Might
You
be a
should
miss
roll
for
the crits
the
up to-
Ian's dice usually.
What's that? Yeah. My dice are even miss or crit, so let's see the crit. Wait, 1 second. Oh no! You managed to duck out of the way as flies over your head.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
All right, and then I will. Johnny coming up. Get there. Yeah, I'll go for a trip attack.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I kind of reach out towards his right ankle to try to sweep him underneath with the sickle.
Yeah,
So how do I do that again?
You set it up where your athletics uses thing, so you can
Yes,
just click
so I think I
athletics. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can click that and click the athletics thing from that. Yep.
Okay. Make sure it's all there. Yep. Okay.
Seems to be in order.
And technically it's flanking,
Ah.
but oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a
I
It's a hero
will.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my hero point as well. Fuck it.
Okay, sure.
We're gonna get-
You don't want to start.
We're gonna get something done today, guys. See?
Oh, why did it work for you?
Okay. Yeah, that's a success. So yeah, you kind of do it, and yeah, he just falls prone on the ground and grunts.
Is there any chance that a 26 with flanking? Because I don't think it took that into
Flanking, I
account.
don't think applies to your reflex DC. But when you're flanked, you're flat-footed, but that doesn't apply to reflex, and that's what this is against.
Is it not?
No, this is against reflex DC. I can check what flanking does, but I'm 90% sure it's just
Okay.
flat-footed. Yeah.
It doesn't
just
matter if your
when it's
reflex
AC.
is, so... Yeah.
No, yeah, it doesn't.
Okay. Damn.
Okay. So, yeah, but he is on the ground.
All right.
That was go free? Or that was
Yep.
two?
That was
Yeah.
double movement and then
Double free.
trip.
Cool. Nate, your turn.
I'll use my sudden charge.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
to move here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll tag the flat-footed guy.
Yeah,
I
someone
mean,
lying
use
on the
the
ground.
strike.
Stab down at him. Oh wait, make sure you're rolling public. So change like the little drop
Oh
down to
yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
public default.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fine.
Uh,
By the
strike,
way,
um,
when on your character sheet, by the way, and if you don't want to actually click this one anytime, you can directly click like the strike button, and that like saves you having to click that the main one and then the
I
strike one.
I've put it in the macro bar already, so I'm just
Oh,
gonna
okay, okay. Fair enough. Unchangeable. You're right.
And should I? Oh, it applies the penalty automatically for
Yes,
flat.
that will be
Right?
done. As long as you target him with like T to like target the enemy, or like apply and like figure
Oh
out
yeah,
your
yeah.
everything.
Thanks.
Mhm.
I target the guy.
Yep.
Oh,
Wait, why didn't that? Oh, wait, why does yours? It's something weird about your macro. Can you, out of interest, just try clicking on your character sheet, like the actual one that says strike, like plus whatever, strike plus 9. I just want to see if it's a macro, meaning it's not doing it automatically. Yeah, this is the macro. Can you drag the strike plus 9 onto your like token, onto your macro bar, or can you only drag like the actual?
If you can't, I just did that with my rapier. So
Okay, so maybe try doing that, and then maybe work automatically.
oh yeah. That might be the
That's
case.
it. Then you can like overrun the old one. Or
Yeah,
override
now
it.
it's a hit. Good job.
But that is actually but funnily enough, actually the 14 itself was also a hit thanks to the flat-footed, thanks to the prone. So you
Oh,
can roll
Oh.
damage.
what did I do?
Oh, you clicked the critical damage. No. Not
Yeah,
worry.
that was accident. I tried to hide it. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. But we can actually use that for the damage roll. But you do hit with the normal one, so we basically
So it'd
just
be
don't
11.
double it. So yeah, so you stab down at the lizard folk and deal 11 damage to it,
Yeah.
badly injuring it.
I'll get used to it.
You'll
Hopefully.
get yeah, of course.
And I has another action left, so I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you right. Yeah, you
Do
right.
a map 5.
Yeah, so now you do the map -5.
Yeah. Where is it?
Although if you're
Yeah.
rolling it from there, it may not do the targeting thing.
Yeah, I think it's a little weird with targeting. When it's, I think you need it maybe like.
Oh yeah, just okay.
Yeah, on the second
Oh,
tab, right, there's the actions tab on your character sheet. You can do it from there. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, but you
Nice.
yeah, you just stab down again, and you just So you two like you're like members of the militia, the militia of the battalion, like maybe 4 or 5 people who are like trained enough to like call themselves it, and like Nate just kind of runs past you and just like stabs down like twice.
Yep.
Give me the damage number.
See, I knew it was coming. Oh.
Oh,
So,
but it is still alive, but it is
Swept
now
away.
very injured.
Careful,
And it's
left.
nice
Get
because
behind me.
If it tries to stand up, you can just chop him.
I'm gonna cut my head at you, Nate, and say, thank you.
This. Let's see. Let's look.
Where's this dude?
Runs.
Hey, it's my turn now.
Oh, sorry. It's
Just
your
nice
turn.
and it's my
My bad.
Yeah, that's just doing
Ron is going to come and finish him off.
crazy. Just reading the spell again, just to figure out exactly flavor properly. I will run. Might as not. Over here. Move over here, and then I will cast. Spell on this one. How do you target again?
E.
E for target.
Oh, right. Okay. The other one was alt.
Yeah.
The other one is alt. I mean,
Yeah.
Clearly, people using different modules, so different.
Crazy, right? This is the base one, actually. The other one wasn't one.
Nah, so Jack was the strange one.
And man,
Well, really, Ian. Yeah,
the
really
past
gave
life,
me
maybe.
emotions.
Alright, Tom, what are you casting?
Yes, I cast Spout, which makes it's just like it's about a bunch of water manifests. It just kind of manifests out of thin air. It's like this kind of like smacks him. Something, I guess.
Max.
Just bam.
Good stuff. A little reflex save. Boom.
Oh, wait, does it manifest from
do-
you or from like close to them?
On it, just like on it, I guess it just manifests there. I like usually if there's gonna be any water around, I'm just gonna make it up from water and stuff like that. You know, in this kind
But
of
there's a
case,
well
it's
right
just-
here, ain't
it
it?
can manifest from thin air. So
Ah.
no, that's not close enough to him.
Not close enough, Jacko. Okay, he does succeed, so half damage. So give me the damage roll.
Insane. Wow.
Oof.
Okay, they're still kicking, but man, they're just on the ground getting
Bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
The kicks are becoming
That's
weaker.
Exactly, they are becoming weaker for sure. Okay, the scout one runs forward. 50 feet and floors their blow gun. And that's their turn.
Insane.
The defender. Who would they want to? 2 UAV for the big thing. This one runs over to. They got plenty of movement back. Yeah, this person just shot with a gun. A gun's are way scarier. Oh, I mean, they're actually way
Wow.
better hit in melee. Wait, should you ever? Yeah, this one runs over to here. Has like the back to the well, so you know can't stand there, suckers. And then goes for a a flail strike against Crixil.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Critical hit.
critical hit! I am afraid. All thanks to the flat-footed.
What did I
For
say? Crit or miss?
crit or miss, baby.
Mhm.
Oof, for 18 damage.
Ah, no.
Oh. Shit.
Okay,
Yeah, like, that
so
would've
this is
knocked me on
one
my
thing that's,
ass.
like swipes, at the back of Crixel. You just hear like a crack, it's like you know the I don't know whatever bird, bird's kind of cartilage, whatever, just kind of like gets wiped out.
Hollow bone, yeah.
You go straight
very
to a
strong.
dying 2.
Crixel,
Yeah.
no.
I just yell out, you know, like a bird, you know.
Beautiful, yeah. So go to dying 2,
Die.
and then they still have one more action. They
They finish
I
me.
mean, then they take a swipe at Johnny. They finish you off. That would be amazing. No. They'll finish off. They'll finish off Johnny at will.
I went too close.
That's a hit.
Ugh.
For 7 damage.
Wow.
That is their turn. Crixel, your initiative changes, so it's not you now. Actually, the other lizard folk, the one near death. But
Stand
yeah,
up. I dare you.
they raise a shield and then stand up. That seems reasonable.
Mhm.
So they raise the shield up and then do try to get to the feet as they kind of cower behind your blows. So that does provoke from you, Nate, if you want to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, of course, I want to do
They
that.
do stand up first because they check.
Fertilize him.
Out. Take him out.
So you should also have a bit more AC for shield blocks, 2 higher. Yeah, okay, cool. So even oof. So no, the
Ah.
shield kind of gets in the way and whatever
Yeah.
actually, but you know he manages to stumble to his feet. But that's one action to stand up, one action to raise shields, then takes a flail swing towards Altair with their final action.
I will nimble dodge.
Your nimble dodge. Okay, so 2 more AC. So your AC now is
20.
20? Yeah, definitely. You duck out the way as he swings over you. That is their turn. Now it's you.
Yeah. So as I dodge, I come back with a quick rapier strike, going for the throat.
Going for the throat.
Finish
Where
him.
else would you use a rapier? Come on.
Yeah, maybe it's good.
Rapier is definitely made for throat striking.
Made for throat striking. Not this one.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'll back it up then. And swing around with a sickle again. This time not going for the trip, but for the just a slash.
Come on, man.
Oh my god.
No.
TPK?
Turns out this melee are pretty bad.
You know, go for the YOLO. At this point. No, Jesus
No,
Christ.
I'm afraid not. Nate, your turn.
Man.
You see Altair is having trouble finishing this one finally off.
Yeah, I'll
I mean,
just.
to be fair, we all are.
Yeah. You most recently done.
I set everyone up by tripping him on his ass, and we couldn't finish him off.
That's true.
Well, Nate's been pretty effective.
True.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Science!
oh no!
Curse.
Nate sucks,
Hero
Nate sucks.
points, you know, it's possible to be wrong.
I mean, I'll just keep attacking. What else should I be doing? Right?
You can reroll the one.
You could. This wouldn't be a bad reroll.
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
You definitely
obviously
need this guy to be dead.
the hero point reroll is like your main attack bonus, right? But like every attack you do is like rerolling gets so much worse, right? Like if it's 10,
Yeah.
rerolling second attack is like. But no, you can.
You automatically
Just
start
like-
with the hero points.
Confident you can go for it.
Oh no, off the 17 back to the 3.
This
Oh,
one action left.
The YOLO minus 10.
okay. I mean, maybe try to attack again. I mean, if I try, I mean, shove is just a move, right? So it doesn't really help.
No, and Shove also has multiple attack penalty actually.
Oh yeah, true, yeah. I mean, I'll just try to attack again and hope.
Yeah. Sure. Oh my god!
no.
Oh dear, okay.
Well, let's just take a look
Dice
at
are
our natural
hot.
rolls.
Maybe party right? Johnny, look at
So
you.
we've had
You can make somebody else
7,
show up, it's easy.
a 7, a 6, a 1, a 3, and a 1 were our last 6 rolls.
But Johnny's here to
Against
save
this
the day,
guy.
right, Johnny?
Uh-huh.
Just practice.
About those tavern folk that, can't.
Yeah, I'll bring one in a
Maybe.
second, Jack, don't you worry about it.
Johnny be good.
I'll be like, alright, I'm bringing this guy.
Yeah, this is. That's
At least-
as well, bro. Huh?
This I didn't hit
I'm gonna step here,
one from our team.
and I guess I'll try to finish this guy off. Same spell as before. Let's go.
Okay, on the one, that's very low. Yeah?
Yes,
Let's see that save.
same thing. Let's go roll damage.
Oh my god, and that one.
They failed to save though, so 5 damage is enough thanks to the fail. You know, they were too focused now on dodging Nate and Altair, and the water just
It's like just bash him back in the back of the head.
bumps them down and they
Yeah.
fall to the ground. Good stuff.
And if it's -3, so if he had failed my first spell, he would have been down as well.
You gave him a
Yes,
painful
yes.
colonic irrigation, basically.
If you had failed, you would have. Yeah, you would have.
Oh my god.
The scout, yeah. So they had their blowgun out, but haven't got it loaded. Does anyone have range? No. Okay, so they actually move for blowgun to a shit range. So they move forward to. Who is this? They're more scared out here, Nate. This one actually runs up to here, loads the blowgun with a dart, and then fires it towards you, Nate.
Oh no.
Pick you out.
17 AC.
Alright, we'll see what I can do.
Miss.
Not much.
Miss. The blow dart just like gonna flies smashes off the side of like your you got some hide armor on, right? Yeah. Kind of diverts it from entering. But that's their turn. Quicksil, give me a death save. Please no crit fail. You don't have any hero points, do you? Maybe I give you a hero point now though, for just
I mean, it's a new hour, anyways.
Yeah, but I do it. I'm
It's
giving
up
them out now.
inside your room.
Yeah, he's not going to do the same rules of 1 per hour.
No, you know what? If Quicksil was a 1 or 2, maybe I just let Quicksil die. Maybe then that's what fate wanted.
That was not a random check.
Hey, I mean, it happened with the last campaign, right?
It can happen.
The dog man riding dog died.
Yeah. And that was such a funny story to look back on. The Birdman animals should not be party members. They are not. they are not meant to be.
You've been muted, by the way, Jack.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, no, sorry, I just returned.
Okay.
We just quickly die real quick.
Don't roll a 1 or a 2.
Death saves.
Fucking swear to God, if you roll a 1 or 2, like fucking. Oh my god!
Well,
And from outside of the tavern, Crixel's twin brother, Crixel, comes walking out.
How about an hourly hero point? Dude?
God, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
This campaign's cursed.
You know what? No, okay, yeah, you know, let's stop. I refuse. Okay, yes, you have been very heroic. You ran in, you went to try to save them, blah blah. Yes, whatever. You can have had a hero point. Plus, I don't want to deal with the consequences.
Thank you. Okay, I stabilize.
You stabilize, but no more. That's your one get out of jail free.
My God, Jesus Christ.
Jesus, oh my God, the dice are being fucking cold. Holy shit. You go to wounded 1. And now this guy attacks you 3 times. No. Okay, this one though.
I thought
my
the hero point
God.
of wounded doesn't increase.
You read. Oh, 1 second, my food just... wait, now I'll do this turn and you can see what you
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
Guys, come on, roll better.
To be fair,
This
they've hit
one-
exactly once and murdered one of our party.
They've seen a Nate do a 72, right? From range, yeah. So this one just steps... This one steps forward to here and attacks Johnny.
Ah, fuck.
No, Johnny.
No.
Johnny B, not dead, please.
Oh my God.
No! This motherfucker's a murderer!
That's a nat 20, baby.
Shit. This guy is a fucking machine.
Critical miss.
Another 18 damage, another max damage. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet.
I'm down, boys.
And then runs. It's his last action to run over to here. Yeah.
So now it's 2 on 2, right?
Going this way, so he doesn't go over.
Yeah. It is definitely 2 on 2, and that is not a good thing.
2 on 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some food. Enjoy.
Oh no.
Good lord. Do I have anything that I can get you up with? I don't remember if I bought anything.
Is anybody good with like medicine or anything?
I am.
Johnny.
Alright, well,
I'm the
it's good to
medic.
know, but yeah. Who medics the
But
medic?
not much you can do when what is it? 2 of the first 4 rolls of the DM are crits.
Yeah. Like I've got pretty decent AC, like, but yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
thought that 20 doesn't.
Yeah, apparently you don't have great AC or HP. Because you have
Yeah,
10
turns out-
max HP. That cannot be right.
No, I was already
No, I
injured.
got hit already.
Oh, okay.
I have 17 max.
Gotcha. I just thought you took 10 and you were down. I was like, what the fuck just happened? How do you only
Yeah, I
have
don't
10
know.
HP?
I have 17.
Okay,
Don't worry
that's fair.
about that.
Again, technically
Only
more
15
than me.
15 AC at the moment though, so
Oh yeah, that's not.
because I don't have my armor on.
Wait, so that's without being flat-footed on the ground?
Hmm?
That's without being flat-footed. You just have a natural 15.
Yeah, and I have 16 usually with armor on.
Oh
I mean, I also have a shield that happens.
yeah. Look, there are a lot
But
of
again,
players that
it
normally
still
size.
would not have saved me from the nat 20.
Yeah.
No. All of us would have been, I think,
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
crit for sure, but
18 damage. Yeah, that drops anyone level 1.
pretty much.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe not.
Both max damage will do both my crits. It's
Yeah.
kind of nice.
Fuck.
Okay,
Nice, he says. Nice,
for
he
you.
says.
The DM
okay,
needs
you'll
to
be
have fun
like
as well.
Dwayne. Okay, but there is somebody new who will join the initiative at the top of the order.
Insane.
Oh, look at that good person there.
That's
So yeah,
nice.
you without or not, I was actually out in Crixel. You Crixel obviously doesn't know anything. Actually, you notice that one of your fellow unnamed militia slash people who actually have some
Oh, no.
sense of how to do
Hello,
something,
no.
but is hurt actually runs around the corner. You can see you think they'd probably be like dealt with somebody in like another side of town. Like you can see basically some recent kind of recent cut like in their side as they kind of run over and call in over it's like where's wait survive rah, rah, I'm a pirate. And then what do they have? Clubs and saps and crossbows. Okay, actually then I didn't realize they had a crossbow. So instead just actually choose this instead move once and then draw a crossbow and load it. And then it's your turn out here. This guy's name, one of your friends, what's his name?
Ben.
Ben, excellent. We'll change his name from guard to
I
Ben.
am Josh.
You change
the
it
guard.
Ben. I love how we Josh
Oh, I mentioned a Ben earlier.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, fellow guard Ben. Cool. But it's your turn as you see him kind of like run around the corner.
Alrighty. I will attempt to do a feint at the
Okay, yeah.
guy here.
Put that motherfucker off guard.
Yeah.
That's against perception DC, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, deception against perception. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Not all that great, but I figure YOLO. Hey!
Oh, YOLO.
25.
That is a normal success, not a critical
Okay.
success. But it's a success.
So
yeah.
he's flat-footed, which is important,
Indeed
and
he
that's
is,
not.
Indeed he is.
Is feint a attack?
No, it's not. No.
Perfect. Then I will
Oh,
come
you
back
Oh.
with the rapier again.
Okay.
For reals this time.
Throat,
For reals.
Yes, that
He's
is a
done
hit.
it?
Yes.
Damage has been done.
Let's go.
11
For 11
damage.
damage.
Nice. Yeah. Takes a very solid hit. Very immediately quite badly injured by this. Now
And
you've
then
seen your friend go down, emboldened,
Yeah. I'll
He
put
needs
it
a
to
morale
me.
boost of Ben.
And then I'll do a sickle second attack as my final action.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
15? Flat-footed?
Yeah, hits.
I think he's only
Yeah.
flat-footed for the next attack, I'm afraid. Not for you the rest of the turn.
Is he?
I think
Yeah, I
critical
think so.
success is for a whole turn.
But only momentarily
Yeah, that's
flat-footed
not bad.
against the next melee attack. Okay.
Yeah,
So 15 though is
I'm
not
afraid
then a hit.
just off, just off.
Motherfucker.
He managed to regain his bearing just in time. So yeah, it does miss. But then it's Nate's turn.
Your
Okay.
critical is so good. Until the end of your next turn?
That's right here, and I'll attack the injured guy
Mm-hmm.
with the classic strike.
There you go.
Good.
Easy hit.
Big damage, please. Yes. 10.
Okay.
Should do it.
I don't think it's
Perfectly full.
Oh!
Oh yeah. Smack this one dead
Mhm.
and attack the other guy.
Mhm.
That's the multiple.
The scout guy, yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm afraid I managed to duck it out of the way that. But then, Johnny, should this be your initiative, or should it be?
It should be above the lizard folk that Nate just killed.
The nature skill. Okay, so above the one that. Yeah, okay, so it should be that.
Yeah, right next to Crixel.
Okay, so the scout is actually going next. Okay, yeah. Surprisingly, they seem like. I mean, it's weird, right? Because I mean, you all have lived in the Shackles like for a while, and lizard folk, used to not be as bad, but you've interacted with them. I mean, Nate, you've been on the ocean, right? Like, lizard folk are intelligent creatures. Like, you probably met lizard folk while sailing who weren't, like aggressive. But these one, especially, like, they seem like quite unconcerned. Like, maybe unconcerned is a strong way to put it, but it looks like they don't seem to have much of a sword to fleeing, even in this situation. As you see, like, them basically just step towards you. They do step, yeah. And then, do they have feint? No, they don't have anything like that. They go
Just
for
load
a.
his blowgun.
What's big on?
Did this guy just load his blowgun?
He shot.
No, that
last
would
turn.
provoke, right?
He doesn't load it. He shot. He loaded and shot last turn, but now he actually stepped forward and goes for a bite with his jaws.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Never mind.
So he tries to bite you.
Shot, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh god. Scary animation.
Yeah, he bites you.
Oh.
For
That is probably way back to like Pokemon. It's like
5 damage.
Yeah, that.
the dark bite animation.
The dark
yeah.
bite, yeah.
And then as he tries to whip at you with his tail for his final action.
How much damage is that?
Oh, 5 damage from the bite, and the tail also hits actually.
Okay.
For another 3 of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I'm
Quickly, you're
unconscious.
stable. Johnny, give me a death.
Don't roll that one. You have a hero point.
Johnny,
right?
good, please.
Oh, yeah, I have 2. I'm good.
You have
Yeah,
to.
2.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
given one earlier.
Yeah. Recovery check.
Completed full of 1 anyway, it was funny. Oh my god, okay, so you died in
Close.
3.
Well, I gotta make it interesting.
Of course.
Hey, good old Ben back there had loaded up his old crossbow last turn. Oh yes, it has a clear shot. It takes a shot with the crossbow.
We all know
He
Ben
didn't
is the real carrier, so...
You're about to see that.
He's the Beck of this
He
campaign.
does miss, I'm afraid. But then Lozen does another shot. I'm sure that'll hit.
Clearly not. Like,
yep.
that ball just hit him straight in the face.
I'm afraid not. If they made it actually miss when you would have missed, can you
Yeah.
imagine? Oh my god. But no, he's like
It's
back there
typical.
shooting, but unfortunately both bolts go wide. So,
Alrighty. I will. Can I? Okay, there we go. What? Move around him, setting up the old flank, and rapier strike, going for the kidneys this time.
Brutal.
19 flat-footed. All right. Yeah. 11.
Yeah. Hit him well in the kidneys. Still going,
And
but
then- Yep.
barely
We'll
hit.
do a
Any other
second
kidney?
attack with
Oh,
the
good
sickle this
kidney.
time, trying to tear open the back of his neck.
Oh god.
There we go.
That's them rolls.
For 11 more.
Perfect.
Good. Lovely.
Not bad. We still need to act in initiative because, I mean, you can see that Johnny is there kind of bleeding out.
Yeah.
But your turn, Nate.
Good job, lad. I'll move towards our guy here. I mean, can I honestly do anything?
You need healer's tools, so if you don't have those, then no.
Yeah.
I'll,
You can look at him though.
I'll just worriedly look at him and
Mm-hmm.
someone help here. We need help. And yeah, that's my turn.
I'll stop me for a bit.
I'm just snoozing.
You're just snoozing. Oh yeah, you're snoozing. But it's only just like atmospheric music. Let me see. I gotta find out everything is. Sad music, fallen legend. Maybe a bit too much.
Johnny!
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Crixel, you're just snoozing. Johnny, give him another depth save. Do you need to use that hero point?
We'll see.
Oh, the music's not playing for me though.
I do. I
Failure
use my
by
hero
one?
point.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I
You
use
did the
my-
5.
Luckily, you are a hero, and Death will not claim you so easily. So you are also stabilized, and now we can act out of initiative. So yeah. I mean, immediately, like, you can tell that, like, this wasn't the only place in, like, town happened, right? Like, Ben's, like, running over with, like, a wound. You see, like, some smoke in the distance, but then Ben, like, runs over, he's like, I think we scared most of them off. I saw...
Is this building still on fire?
There's now, like, these guys have died, like, some other, like, just town people, like, run over with, like, kind of, like, blankets try to throw over, like, water that they're doing. Like, you could help,
Yeah.
and, maybe it help, but it looks like they're also... They think this one wasn't going long enough to, like, be a big problem. Like, they would be able to take it out.
Yep. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Can't let the town burn down.
Not in for session.
No, of course not. Yeah. I'll run over, and I'm just quickly searching to see if you have either healer's tools or potions of any kind. Either of you.
I don't.
Yeah, didn't think so, but
No. Ben, Ben
Wait,
says
wait, what?
Hmm?
Oh no, sorry, I have a healing potion from the fucking thing we did, the beginner's box. I shouldn't have that, right? No.
Long, no, you
No.
don't have that.
I
No, no, fine.
was like, how in the world?
No, Ben's like, oh, we
Yeah.
can take him. Let's take him inside. We'll look after him. We'll get someone to look after him.
Yeah. So I'll try to help pick up, with maybe like Nate, one of them, and then
Mhm.
Ben can probably pick up the other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm probably
Yeah.
strong enough to carry one of them on my own.
Sure. No, like, we would appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Crixel's kind of light actually. Hollow bones, mostly
No, that's
feathers.
true.
Yeah.
Perfect carry off the battlefield.
Sure. Yeah, so I'll go and pick up my boy Crixel.
You're ready for that to happen often. Shackles.
Yeah. And then I just drop him into the well.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Johnny there.
Oh man.
Tear drops down his eye.
But yeah, with Ben's, with Ben and you working together, you managed to basically one of the couple of rooms in the tavern, which like no one actually sleeps anymore. From like a bygone age, they kind of like place them in there, like one of like the barmaids, basically just like says she'll like keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Ben kind of like turns to you and says, "I saw a couple more of them. I think running back to the beach. I don't know, they were escaping, but I kind of looks like a you. I'm not sure if there's any here who we really want to take the risk to go after them."
I mean, Nate and I are in good enough shape we could probably make it out, but...
Yeah.
Kinda-
Not sure. Do we need some help, maybe?
These damn pirates become more bold.
Ben's like, "I think we should just see if we lost anything in the attack and shore it up."
Yeah, maybe just
you're
drag
right.
those two to safety first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leave the Crixel and Johnny to be cared for by the apparently medic barmaid. And then...
I mean, medic is a strong name. She's watching to see if they stop bleeding again. There's no actual healing happening.
Okay. Yeah. And
But
then
yeah, you
kind of head back with Ben and just make sure the town's okay. Nothing
Yeah.
else is
so it seems like
harming or missing.
the worst effect is like what you gather basically from going around is that the attack so basically because it'd been so bad in the time, there was a place which was originally a dock where ships would have docked, and that's actually where Ben was him and another basically as like 2 by 2 you and Crix have done this sometimes, like nowadays because it's gone so bad you would have someone just be there to make sure nothing's happening, just kind of chill.
Right.
But it seems the attack didn't actually come from there. Basically, just like they seem to just like basically using some sort of boat. Maybe just there weren't very many. It seems in total, maybe just like half a dozen, like just road or something to like a different like cove, similar to that's where Johnny spotted them like walking from, and they basically came from there. So like a very small force. Most of the damage, the only place that's really seemed to have been bad hit is actually the Tengu residences. Like those kind of the fact they're a bit further out of town, maybe they were like a little bit less defended, right? Like they're a little bit easier, or like easier prey. Luckily, however, it seems that Marak, due to his meant much time to open and it's almost like intrinsic feel when something bad is going to happen, was able to get out most of the Tengu before they were actually before the lizard arrived. So all the Tengu itself are fine. But part of the building is basically being burnt beyond repair. They're able to save about like half the building, but one of the shacks and obviously some possessions are inside have been destroyed.
Yeah. Oh no. Crixel's not going to be happy about this.
Yeah, Ben sort of shakes his head. It's like, I can't go on like this much longer. We need to figure out something better.
Yeah,
Maybe we need to take a little bit more.
we really should get rid of those guys. I mean, the lizards. Back in our days, we would just, gather some good men and go on a hunt. Get rid of them once and for all. Not sure what the war's coming to,
Ben shakes his head. And we need to talk to Shelby about this. I reckon she'll. It's too much. I think I'll ask her to call a meeting in the morning.
Hey.
And, yeah. Unless there's anything else you two want to do, at least you basically spend a couple hours with Ben, like helping out with around the town. And after about an hour or two, both you, Crixel and Johnny, you awake. Within like a few minutes of each other. You both gonna wake up in like the tavern itself.
What is the rule time-wise in Pathfinder 2 for that? I forget.
It's
never come
variable. It's basically like the DM decides between 10 minutes and a few hours, depending on like story
But
and.
there's no
damage-wise,
checks or
so-
anything. You just basically what the DM is like. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
And just
So that
wake
was
up
when,
when
5e
it's
has
free.
you roll d4 for hours.
Yeah,
That's when they
yeah.
wake up.
It's pretty rigid. So.
But yeah, after between like 1 or 2 hours, you both wake up.
Just enjoying, laying, like being cared for by a bartender. It's just a spa day, really.
Minus the crack in the back of your bird's skull.
No, I mean, you feel pretty fucking rough when you wake up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at 1 HP,
What
right?
a
Like,
feeling, bro.
1 of 18?
I kind of look at Johnny and was like,
Yeah, he's like lying in the
they got you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you,
It
bro.
was the same motherfucker, too.
Man.
'Cause I think by then, are we back by then or no?
Yeah, would you have returned to their bedside, like, once you were done? Or would you have, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you would have, helped out with Ben for a bit, then, yeah, you could be there when they wake up.
And I started to say, yeah, and the same motherfucker got both of you.
Wow, that happens too often. Where I get too overconfident.
Could have done without that.
Will they learn one of these days? I kind of look at you, Altair, like while I'm slowly getting up and say, did we save the buildings, the fires? Were they put out?
The ones here in the town, yes. But I have some bad news, Crixel. What was like? What is the section called? Is it just a Tengu section? Like, what would you refer to that as?
Any idea, Jack?
Tango Town.
What's that?
Tango Town. No,
Tangu Town.
yeah, sure, like, call it Tango Town. It's, it's like a little neighborhood like of connected houses on like near the docks.
But looks like they got to Tengu Town. Destroyed a couple of the buildings.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, how many died?
Did anyone die, or was it just the buildings that got destroyed?
So Marek, like, you got told that he like, somehow felt it coming, or he had, like, a weird sort of premonition, and, got everybody out in time.
see,
Medics
everyone
was able to get everyone out. It was just the buildings.
That's good then. We're fine builders.
You never keep the tank down.
Gonna look at that Johnny and be like, not something for you. Run in, help, like this.
Why not, man? Start him. Without help. Can't just stand there. You know?
I guess I should have known.
Yeah, maybe you should have.
Yeah, at this point, really Redstone, the daughter who was helping you out, basically comes in and is like, hey, now these two are very, very hurt. Don't stress him too much, they need to lie down. Sit, lie down, but I assume, like, Victor was, like, sitting up in bed. She's like, no,
Yeah.
lie down again.
No, come now, girl. They need ale. That's what they need.
Ale?
Yeah. At least we saved the tower.
I've heard it's very good for head wounds.
Ale sounds good.
Besides, she's like, very well, but after that, you must let him get some rest.
Of course.
Can I just get me some dirt?
Dirt?
Yes, dirt.
I pull out
Healing.
some of my
Make
pocket
me
sand and hand it to
heal.
you.
He's like, see what we have? Like, he comes back, like, a couple minutes later with, like, like, an ale, or, actually, like, a picture and a few glasses, assuming the others might want some as well.
Yeah.
And, it's like on a flower pot, like dirt in it, and she's like, I wasn't sure how much you needed.
Yes. Well, we'll see. A handful.
And Johnny goes, Mr. Miyagi with the dirt.
I was like, grab the.
Oh, should not have done that.
5 errors, and I clicked this. What the fuck? Yeah, just like, grab a handful of it, just with a little magic key. Get some nick. So I just grab it. So I kind of start rubbing myself like on the back of the head, right on the head.
Force that dirt in, I get you.
Yeah.
He's all about the natural medicine.
It's the medicine.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll treat a wounding with some dirt.
Indeed.
Very cool,
yes.
very cool. DC 15, huh? Feels sad.
But it's magical, right? What's one?
God,
You can see at level 3 it is magical dirt, yes. I'm afraid this dirt isn't quite dirty
man,
enough.
got hit too hard.
That damn fake
hard.
dirt.
You need
You wanna
a
go?
good swim, friend.
Oh, I'll most definitely take that later. I can help you as well. You can try that. Just like grab more dirt.
Don't cake my feathers, please.
It's just magic. It'll go away. It'll just heal you nice and easy. Sometimes
It'll just be the bald spot on the back of your head.
Red. Let me treat you.
Yeah, just like hold out my feathers like this.
Oh,
look
critical
at that.
success.
Look
48 healing.
That.
And before 4 ones.
18. I know that.
Wow,
number.
that's about how much I got crit for.
Yeah, so like he just rubbed you with like this dirt. Yeah.
It's just it just doesn't. This usually doesn't work as well for me.
So you're unconscious, by the way. Your token.
There you go.
There we
Plus
go.
1. I don't know. HP.
But yeah, after just 10 minutes, you feel like pretty damn good again, Chris. So like maybe it's the ale. The ale was pretty nice.
Mhm. Well, you are experienced with healing me.
Yeah. It's all part of my training.
I should probably, after this, I'm gonna like start chugging. See if everyone is alright.
We did, while you were unconscious, Nathan and I, we checked around the town. Everyone seems to be okay.
That's good to hear.
Kind of like with the claws, he's tapping his mug and like, what of my home? What of my house? Are my treasures okay?
Do I know which house in Tengu Town is yours? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
say
like-
that now.
I live alone when I'm not like in the community house. I have like this little fishing shack like more closer to the pier, just like filled. Everyone's been inside, like filled to the brim with like useless junk, basically.
Next year, give me next year, so it wouldn't be the primary target. Give me a D4, and on a 1 it was burned.
Me?
Yeah, 1 out of 4 chance. It wasn't like off by the pier. It isn't where they directly attacked. No, okay, your building seems to be okay.
No, your home is fine. Your birdshit is okay. That's like what I jokingly refer to your treasures, by the way,
Yeah.
sometimes.
And look at your beady eyes.
Yeah, at this point, Bree is like come back to collect glass, and she's like, "Now, well, you look strangely better, but please, you do need some sleep. It's."
Where does Johnny live in town?
I'm like a little off, like close to the beach, like a beach house.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
Well, come now. Let's get you home then.
That would be nice. Be nice.
As Crixel's looking a little bit better, put my arm around, kind of support Johnny.
Yeah, walk Johnny back to his house.
Yeah, since he's kind of hanging on by a thread right now.
Yeah.
What's
Nate, were you
what's the rules for treat wounds again? Half the curious once per hour.
up to an hour?
Once per- Yeah.
Nate, by the way, did you go to were you with them like when they were like unconscious at the bedside, or were you like kind of off doing something else in town while this was all happening?
I'll go back to that tavern and reconvene with the old timers.
Oh, the elderly are
Yeah.
like, back in my day, you're like, oh yeah, back in my, oh yeah, and in my, and we're like, we're the same age, right? It's like the same group of like 5 people who've been kids and like friends since they were like 6. So they all know each other's stories like better than each other, It's like, that isn't what happened.
We now call them the Boomer Boys.
And I had to help some lads. They're trying to get themselves killed.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Step in, save the ass.
They're like, well, I hope you show them what the old can do, yes. Those whippersnappers always overestimate themselves. But yeah, the town seems like, this isn't sadly the first time this happens, so the town is like trying to, calm down and, be group, but it's
But if they haven't, like, after taking Johnny home, if they haven't cleaned up like the
they would have done that.
Okay, I assumed, but Do they collect the gear from them normally? Do they ever carry like coinage on them? Because if so, I definitely would have grabbed
They
that
never
shit.
really, occasionally they have like a couple of copper, but they never would have anything more than like that really. They
Yeah.
just kind of like, I don't know what they do. They probably just like give it to whoever like found the body. They just like literally don't care. But there's so little. The flail you think they kind of keep. You're like, oh yeah, you're militia. Yeah, you know they just basically just keep it in one of the rooms. Like it's not like an actual militia room. There's like fucking maybe 6 people in the militia, right? Like it's kind of like the guard level people. But they kind of put it in like there's like a building which is like / meeting room. It used to be like the town hall when the town was bigger, and it's still kind of town hall, but no, you can use it for whatever kind of like general meeting room, like somebody throwing a party for someone's birthday, they would also use that place, that kind of thing, right? And there's like a cupboard in there where they basically like put stuff they find like that.
Gotcha.
No, but it seems to be a bit tidied up. And yeah, when you as you walk Johnny home, you see a bit more of like the sign, but it could be worse. Like it's not, to be honest, like it's not even the worst act. It's like it's been here. It just it's another. It's just another one.
We just had 2 very unlucky party members get clocked.
Yeah, clocked.
Insane silly dice.
But yeah, is there anything else you want to do in the evening? It just started to be like basically like it happened at like 6. It'd be like maybe 3 hours at this point. So it's like 9.
Oh yeah, it's like walk me, just get me towards my house. It's like I'm just gonna leave. It's like kind of go like into the shallow waters and just kind of like splash down. It's like
Pretty sure we shouldn't let the concussion victim swim, but
I'll be fine.
I'm gonna look at you and say,
I'll just float.
he just does this.
That's how it works.
Swimming is in my blood, but it's nature to him as well.
Yeah, bro.
He doesn't need
The
to
sea water
be awake.
feel-
Dude. But now he's bleeding in the ocean.
The sharks are coming.
You're right, it is pollution.
I sleep in these shallows. Never an issue.
Right, but I'm guessing you don't normally go to sleep with a head wound.
I go to sleep in these waters very often.
But Johnny, you
Okay.
are polluting the waters now with your blood.
That's a very natural thing to be in the water.
It's
my
blue,
friends.
it's fine.
Yeah, is it actually blue blood out of interest?
I have no idea.
I mean, Undyne?
Okay, but yeah, you leave him just soaking. Yeah, I mean it's very shallow where you've gone, right, Tom? Just like a couple of feet hours.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's like on the basic. It's just
Right on the edge of the
just
coast,
laying
yeah.
nice and water.
Got a waterbed. Yeah.
As we walk away, I'll say, he'll probably drift away while he's asleep. Might be days before we see him again. But I want to go to my shack just to double check if everything's alright, and if it is, I want to get out like some junk. I'll and bring it to the tavern and look for Nate.
Look for Nate. Yeah, Nate, you're basically in the tab until you go to bed, right? You wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
then
I would probably raise it with the old timers to maybe we should do something about this. I mean, I guess we would be talking about this a bunch these days, right?
Yeah,
Not the
bunch,
first
actually.
attack.
Yeah, and I think you actually kind of get what Ben mentioned a little bit out here, and I think you did as well, where it seems to now be like accepted, like after an hour or two, that Shelby is actually going to call for a meeting in the morning, where she's going to like talk to town at once, like discuss options.
Well,
So
I
everyone
would have
is-
probably told both Tony
yeah.
and Crixel that, obviously.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, there's no like kind of set time. It's just like Shelby's gonna call for something, in the morning, like Shelby's gonna say something. Yeah, so yeah, but Nate is, I believe, there.
Yeah, so I you suddenly like feel like a talon like a take on your shoulder.
Oh. Yeah,
Another
lad.
lizard folk.
What's going on? How are you, lad, now? You didn't look to be feeling too well back there.
It happens. I'm used to it.
Oh.
I kind of like put this this like very rusted over like tin drinking flask on the bar, like in front of you. Say, you helped out a great deal very useful bike. Here, have
man.
one of my treasures.
Oh, thank you, lad. I mean, what else is there for a man like me to do? I mean, we need to protect the village, at least, you know, the way of life and all that thing. I mean, they can take everything else, but not the village.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Grixel, as you say, that smiles as much as a bird can, and I underestimated you, old man.
Yeah, of course. You young ones, always so sure of yourselves. You know,
Have
we
you
old men know better.
have you traveled a lot?
A lot. I mean, that depends. I mean, a fair bit at least. More than
Kinda
some,
looks
less than some others.
kind of looks at the other bunch of old timers that are probably drunk off their ass right now, just like lazing about. I'll take a seat next to Nate and call for a beer. I'm like, if you would, tell me.
Oh, that's so many stories left. Where to
He
begin?
seems very eager
I
at this
mean-
point. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so oh, you want actually?
Oh,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
tell us the story.
oh then, do I?
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you want to just say, you can describe what sort
Yeah.
of story you say, if you want, for instance. Or if you don't want to say so, yeah.
I guess I'll say, once upon a time I was a lad like you, and of course wanted to see some of the world, and went out on a boat and saw the world, sail the seas, and go on from there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know a bit about
Okay.
your past.
Yeah, so I think during the evening I'll mostly listen to you to what stories you share, and then go to go to my shack late night.
Yeah. Cool. Yes, you'll
yeah, go to sleep.
find your way to bed. Yeah, without too much problem, and the rest of the night is luckily clear of any more interruptions. And yeah, the morning arises. Another beautiful day on the water. You've got like Giant is like waking up. The sun just like warms him. It's kind of the water just kind of gets nice and warm in the morning. Almost like a natural alarm clock. Like the water isn't freezing fucking anymore with the sun shining.
I'll say I did another heal me at some point in the night.
Man, imagine if you accidentally kill yourself at night. Also, like you could fail when you take damage. Holy shit!
It just sinks to the ocean.
Nah,
bottom of
I
the
have a
ocean floor.
hero point. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But do you have? Can you breathe underwater?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're fine. Okay, it's not like you can. Okay, so you heal for 2d8, and then also you would have level
And then
times
the
con.
night hero count. Yeah,
Okay, so
which is
5.
Not much.
Yeah, and you can also heal yourself, I guess, once more in the morning if you like when you wake up.
5. Yes.
Or do it take 10 minutes?
I get this much, and then in the morning, it's another one.
Oh, could we
Okay.
have the happy tavern music back again?
Oh yeah, happy to have him music.
Or is
Wait,
it-
maybe what about? How about I do?
What?
No,
What do I still have here?
it's fading. Fading hope is too bad. I wonder what this one is like. Not this one. Okay, so in the morning, word seems to pass around town fairly quickly. That basically inside the old town hall / all-purpose hall, Shelby is gonna want, and many of the town members who are willing to be there basically for just a conversation. Like she doesn't say she's giving a fucking speech. She just said she wants to talk to people, and basically it's at 10 a.m. anyone who's like, goes to town, is around town, basically finds out the news through one person or another. Everybody being like, "You gonna go down?" It's like, yeah, fucking, of course I am. I mean, there's like 100 people here. Why would I not go? You know, like fucking weird. Like there's like maybe a couple like really old, like very hermity types who are like kind of wait like that, whatever. Someone will give me the info, but 99% of people are like, yeah, of course I'll go. So
does that tunnel happen to be on the map here somewhere?
nah, I don't. I mean, you can choose to have it be one of these houses if you want, but I mean, I'm just using.
Yeah, it's not really. No, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna come up.
Sorry, just a second.
Mhm.
The healing, right? During the night,
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
you
yeah,
had the con modifier hit points, right?
Unmodified times level, yeah. So in this
Yeah,
case, just
okay.
modified, yeah.
It's not a lot if you don't have high con at this point.
Not bad for an 80 as well, is it? There's actually something you can do, by the way. On the sheet, if you click the little bed button, it like automatically does it. And like if you have spell slots, it'll like give you back your spell slots and stuff.
Okay.
Just so you know. But it doesn't matter so much now, but later levels it's like level times con and it's like higher numbers and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And who wants to do all that calculation?
Math? Terrible.
Math, horrible.
Okay, cool. So yeah, do any of you want to do anything in the morning or talk to anybody or like before this event happens? I'm assuming at least one of you is going to it, so I will have to up here. Unless nobody does, in which case
It's definitely going to be there.
Beethoven.
Yeah, I mean, I'll basically as soon as I wake up, do the first healing and stuff. I'll just go down.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I mean, people also like basically go down like even like 9:30, right? But there isn't much to do in town because like people. So there's like kind of a general talk amongst like the townspeople before like Shelby even shows up. If you want to join in with anybody to chatting, like it seems like a lot of people are basically like I mean like most of it is pretty bleak. The discussion, a lot of it just like well, there's nothing we can do. Like you know what I mean? There's like a lot of people is like this. Like there's not enough of it. It's not great. There's a couple of like people who are like saying this is ridiculous. Like of course we can it'll be fine. We've gone through stuff like this before. The town's strong. It'll survive. But it's the mood is a little bit down. If any of you want to like try
I think,
to lift it up. Or,
I think Crixel's pretty bad with crowds, and so he's using his fishing, checking up on the lines and tackles to be a bit late and make sure that the hall's already filled up. And I have to like be back in back in the line somewhere.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good excuse. Yeah, cool. Then if there's nothing anybody wants to like say or talk to anybody about it, pretty like a couple minutes before 10, Shelby basically like comes through. Like not even comes through. She was basically talking, with people, just like whoever wanted to, could have came up and talked to her. She was like there, also about like half an hour early. But at about 10, she kind of like goes to like stand at the front of the room and kind of like everyone like kind of like instinctively like without her having to say anything, kind of like the conversation hushes and mutes down.
Well, as she starts walking up, can I actually cloak Altair? See where he is at?
Yeah.
Or are you just too stealthy, like hiding in the shadows? Like,
Nah. he doesn't. He's not quite Brahmak, right? In terms of like where Brahmak was always at the outskirts.
Yeah.
He's actually in the middle of everyone throughout most of the time.
Sure, yeah. They're probably chatting with like maybe a couple of the other like guard people or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Few people like drinking buddies, that kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Some people in it now. You got
Yeah,
the
so
old man
suddenly you see,
corner with Nate and stuff. Well.
so you see Crixel on the other side of you, like just like acknowledge you. Like kind of like that friend of a friend thing, like you're in the middle of like two friend groups. Yeah, just like give you a nod.
Nice and awkward.
Nod.
Nice and awkward.
Kind of gesture, like just general to like, how's your head doing, type of a thing,
Worse headache than usual.
I'd imagine.
It's New Year's Eve after all. Yeah. Then Shelby was front and then she starts speaking. I mean, it's a small room, so she doesn't have to speak very loud. She's like, well, you all know what we've come here to talk about. I think a lot of you have already began talking about it. Kind of sighs. It's like the attacks are becoming worse, more common. You can see her, sorry, for you, I mean, I had this thing described, but she's really old. Like, her voice is actually surprising, like, still has some strength in it, but she, like, physically looks, maybe life on the water also isn't good for you, but, like, easily, like, Nate is, like, pretty fucking old, and she looks like maybe 15 years minimum older than Nate.
Yeah, that's a very old looking picture. For sure.
Yeah, in this setting, it is very surprising. She's like, this is no longer tenable for the survival of the town to keep going through this. From my point of view, I see not many, but a couple of options of what we could attempt to do about this, and I would greatly welcome any more suggestions.
I'll like immediately raise like a
Yes.
like a wing.
Yeah, she's like,
but then
yes.
but then like
she calls
yeah,
you by,
as oh sorry.
She actually calls you by name. She's like, Trixel.
Oh.
She seems very perceptive, even. Like, you know, she's old. You think maybe her size is going, but like, as soon as you do it, and like, you know, out there next to you, like, see Trixel raise his arm, like, she seems like immediately to kind of focus on you.
Okay. Yeah. So and then when I actually have the attention, I'm like, cock my head, then
It's my ring.
say, what if we strike back? Altera and I have been talking, and I think we have the opportunity to.
You know, and she's like, that is certainly one of the options. The way I see it, we can either, if we believe we have a force strong enough to push back, it's hard to say how many of them there are, or where they are exactly, but if we can muster a force strong enough, that would certainly be the most straightforward. The others, or the only two others I can see at least, is that we try to request one of the local pirate lords to offer their protection to our town. We don't have much to offer in the way of bargaining, but perhaps we can just come to some sort of arrangement.
I'll spit at the suggestion.
okay. Yeah. All the old folk are like, boo! I don't know, a couple of them are just like looking serious, but yeah, Nate clearly is very awkward by this suggestion. But she goes on, she says like they would have a large enough, well, some of them at least would have a large enough crew to be able to offer us much more protection than we can offer ourselves, and it would be safer than endangering our own townspeople in attacking ourselves. Finally, and if the other two don't work, this would be my least preferable, even to asking others for their aid, would be to abandon the town itself. There are not many of us here anymore, and those who are getting old. The young often leave and seek brighter pastures. Like some would say that the times of this land for this town to thrive would be at an end. This I do not agree with, but perhaps my time is coming to an end soon as well. Regardless, I would only do this if the other two fail, if the force is too large for us to push back ourselves, or to resist with the help of others. But she kind of looks to the crowd. But are there any others who see a different way out of this?
I'm gonna like nudge out there and say, you convince them that we can fight them, that we can.
He kind of leans close, so hopefully only you can hear. He's like, I mean, I definitely thought so, but after last night, 3 of them nearly killed 2 of our party. There's going to be more than 3 of them.
They got lucky. We've gotten lucky before.
I mean, true. But he says, okay. And then he kind of
It's like while Shiate had it, there was like kind of general murmur around the conversation, right? So it's not like everyone was like quiet and you two were talking. There was like a murmur, and then like you raised your hand, and she yes, okay.
I suggest maybe a small scouting party could go out and try to assess the numbers of the lizard folk, their location, numbers, and we can determine at that point if we do have sufficient forces here, if we do need to reach out to a pirate lord.
He's like says, I see that it's a sensible decision. She kind of like looks at you quite piercingly, and you would be willing to go on such an expedition.
I would. Crixel and I for sure. I don't
She
know.
looks around to the crowd in general, and she's like, would any others be willing to do what they can to aid them? And there's everyone sort of like murmurs. Okay, Johnny. Yeah, you stick up your hand like
my
very
friend
quickly.
Crystal.
Oh, she like looks a bit like. I am glad to see your enthusiasm. I didn't know if that's been difficult for you.
After a while, I raise up my pike a bit, and I guess these lads need some help. I've seen them fight, and they don't stand a chance alone.
Okay.
Ouch, but a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sort of chuckles and is like, "Well, it will ease my mind to know you were with them, Nate. I'm sure there's much you can teach them." And she kind of gives you
Damn
a
right.
warm
I think.
smile would be pushing it, but a real smile. Not like, just like a politician smile, It looks real, but not like, a huge amount of warmth, but real.
I'm sensing a spark here.
I don't know, up to you. Up to you. But,
I'll nod my
Flame,
head.
really.
I'll nod my head in acknowledgement.
yeah.
Definitely a spark.
And she waits for a second, and it seems no one else, let alone play at the NPC, is reaching out. The guards are like, it's not. I would put it this way, like, I mean, you think the other like, 3 or 4 who like, are guards, they're not like they're fucking cowards. Like, but you probably even discussed it in the past, where like, if everybody fucking leaves the town, it's basically defenseless, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like they kind of like almost murmur around, like asking if you think one of us should go with. And they kind of just like.
I think that like potentially Ben or someone suggests maybe they can go as well. It's like I think
Yeah.
it's probably best if we don't leave the town completely unguarded.
Exactly. Ben like nods. He's like, yeah, it'll be might not be worried about you, but I admit, part of me is also a bit jealous as well. It might be a bit of an adventure, but I reckon you two will do a bang up job of it.
Let's hope so. Hopefully it's not too adventurous though. Hey, we're just scouting.
You're like, please, just scouting, Yeah, just scouting. Cool. Yeah, so there's a murmur for a bit, and eventually, like, people kind of almost voice their like not appreciation, what's the right word? Their not even encouragement. Like, like you say, like, oh, we think this is also a good idea. Like, their approval. Like, this is good. Like, it seems like the town are coming around this idea that, like, we at least need to know what we're up against before we can make any future plans of any, like, real, like, we can't fucking move 200 people before we know if we're against 10 or we're against 200. Like, it's yeah. So and she said, "You shall be the fellowship of the pike." No, she
Of the
just
salt.
Fellowship of the Bling.
You
Let's
didn't
go.
say you have my pike, though, Miha. You could have said you have
So-
my pike.
It's right there.
Alright, but yeah. After a bit, there's not like a big like, it decided, it seemed more like a casual conversation. And like when it seems clear that, like they've kind of agreed and Shelby has nothing else really to say, like pressing, people started, like talking, more in real groups, and the volume goes louder. And Shelby actually kind of, I don't know if you four will like naturally kind of gone near each other, as you all sort of
Yeah, I think
volunteer.
so. Oh, definitely,
But if
definitely
not, she-
Johnny and Nature.
Yeah, okay. So she,
Yeah.
at some point she kind of, gathers like, not like off to the side, even just like, in the middle of this room, just the 4 of you with her, and she nods and she's like, happy to see there are still some. She especially looking at Altair, Crixel, and Johnny. There's still some brave young blood in this town. There was much when I was young.
Speaking of
This is,
brave, could you tell Marak for me? I dare not face her. Or face it.
But
Yeah.
But she's like, yeah, I will. It can be hard to say words, of course. But she's like, but
Altair actually looks over to Crixel and says, "Come now, Crixel. All birds must leave the nest someday."
It's quite
There
a,
are bird puns at you quite a lot, by the
it's
way.
quite a protected one. yeah. I'll go grow used to. Kind of.
exactly. But she's like,
You, by the way, never with the rest of the Tengu, just you. To be very clear.
she's like, as you know, the town doesn't have much to offer, but we'll give you as much provisions and supplies as we can. I'm not sure how far it is, but it may be several, days, a week or two. I'm not sure. We don't know how far north they go. You know they come from the north. So just a basic on geography. So basically, this is basically the top of like what you call the Shackles region, and very
Do you want to go to the landing page and show us on the map?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you can just click on it, right? Yeah.
Oh man, maybe the candle's in the way actually. But
So
basically,
they built a huge candle?
I can change that.
And a coffee stain, no less.
At one point,
The lighthouse.
At one point I'll change. I can move the candle at some point. But basically, the coast continues going on. Maybe like up there. I mean, I don't know if you've seen like. I mean, but the reason like I have no detail on it, but this is small town. I didn't have detailed maps. Basically, Shackles is like a small part of like like a big fucking continent. So it kind of stays like a similar width and goes up like hundreds and hundreds of miles. So you don't know obviously how far they are away, but they're probably not. I mean, they're fucking like who knows? But basically, once you get a little bit further north than here, you basically enter in to the territory known as the Sodden Lands, because those are the ones most affected by the Eye of Bendigo. So that's like basically like less inhabited by like civilizations. Like there are very few like real standing towns. Like most of it is like kind of marshy or like obviously you can go inland a bit and it gets much more like proper terrain, but it's less livable. Can I paste? No, I can paste a quick picture in. I mean, also I'm changing some geography, just like a town is and stuff, for instance. But in general, if you want just like roughly the shape of the area, you can see it in this picture. Where I'll also put something like this in the chat. Well, not in the chat, but in the thing. But you see, basically, like just so you know, the Shackles is basically you're right at the top of. You're very, very near where that dotted line is. Like, if you see it.
Where the distance marker is?
No, sorry, the dotted line just north of Shackles. Like the Shackles region, there's like the border with the Sodden Lands.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Okay.
You were very near like the border with the Sodden Lands, and like obviously, anywhere like along that coast is like like that whole area is basically mainly occupied by like lizard folk, and it's very sort of a very unexplored current like since the hurricane hit. Really, like very few people really see a reason to go there. But yeah, she says like it will be maybe a difficult journey up the coastline, but I trust you will do well.
We shall endeavor to do our best.
She nods. She's like,
Will not disappoint.
I am happy to hear it. And she says, very well. I look forward to seeing you all come back in one piece. And yeah.
Kind of look at you, Nate, and I'm like, your arms are still strong. How about your legs?
Oh, Nate never skips leg day.
Hopefully good enough. We'll see. Maybe we should start the voyage by boat and go by the coast. No need for the old legs to do the work. What do you guys think?
I don't mind the sea, but
do they normally come from the sea, right? Like they land.
They normally come from the sea, from what you can tell, but they normally they normally go like in the evening light, for instance, or like the early morning where it's hard to see, and they would normally come by like smaller like rowboats. Like you never really get attacked, so more like than half a dozen at a time, and like they come in like small like kind of silent boats, right, where you wouldn't see. But you would kind of assume people obviously travel a little bit distance outside of town. You would think it's more like, from what the current sort of intelligence would say. Intelligence, very, very, very fancy way to say it, is they probably somehow, either by boat or on foot, come down south to quite close to town, and from there go on boat, like kind of around and attack from like different positions.
They're doing the boat to avoid obvious tracking / to be a little more obvious, like coming through the bush and everything, more sound. To be more obvious.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
In terms of like you moving on boat, departing me, Nate, as you suggest, like you can't, I'm afraid, just start with like a proper sailing ship, but that's crazy. So expensive, but you obviously can have like kind of simple rowboats. There's like plenty of those in the village, from all times. They're basically kept in decent conditions that you could have. Like you could easily take. I think a rowboat in the rules fits. Like how many people is it? 2 or let me check. Rowboat. 1 pilot and 2 passengers.
Oh.
And like a little 10 feet long one. So one person would man, the oars, and then a couple of people would sit in it. So you could, for instance, take like 2 of those and have 2 and 2 go by boats like up the coastline, and it would be like a little bit. I mean, it would certainly be faster when there is bad terrain to walk on, right? Which you would think would be a case in a lot of the solid lands, depending on how you travel, of course. But it wouldn't be like, I'm afraid you can't go in like a sailing ship or anything.
And I'll say, to the north is we get close to the eye. Could be a bumpy ride.
Also very true. People generally avoid sailing very close.
I would not.
Yeah.
I would not advise.
I can tell you from experience, you don't want to be too close.
Unless
And I think probably only Kirksel would know that, like, that technically the reason why Altair is even here is because he was on a ship that sailed a little too close and shipwrecked.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And I'll
it's,
say, but I'll look at Nathan and be like,
Everything comes back down to the eye. Around here. Yep.
The
from what you told me, you're a pretty good sailor. You think you can brave it?
Sure, why not? But in a rowboat,
Yeah, in terms of,
No,
I mean, yeah,
the best
you're an
ones.
experienced sailor. I mean, part of the reason why some would say this is the golden age of like the free captains is because experienced captains are probably the only naval like force in the whole of Glenn who would be willing to like sail even like in the outskirts of the eye. So like in this oh man, I reached. Maybe I should. Can I quickly? Let me really quickly. Oh man, I wish I could. Oh no, wait. The eye's also on the. No, it's not on. I should need a bigger map.
It's on that
But,
map, yeah.
Like if you see the one I did, right, where you see like the eye kind of is almost in this inlet of like the water or like the coast, right? It kind of goes in. Like an experienced free captain would be comfortable to sail along the coastline, like kind of cutting off like the big loop around. But if like someone from like Cheliax or like the big nations were sending boats up and down the west coast, they would go all the way around. They wouldn't like they would like completely cut it out. But the captains, three captains, are confident enough to go like basically in like the very far out sort of like white circle of the hurricane. They would some, but not all, but some would be comfortable to sail in that. But certainly not all, and certainly I'm not going to say no one else who's not from the Shackles would do it. But it would not be like a normal task for like a naval or a merchant ship to do. Just so for some perspective of how it's like the role it kind of plays in like the Shackles. But sorry, go on though. You were saying.
yeah, I mean, we could maybe go with a boat to reach the peninsula to the north, right? The thing that's just visible behind the candle. Right.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, I'm gonna really. I can do this. I'm a fast boy. Yeah, keep talking.
I'll say, you would have a Tengu aboard. Some say it's good fortune.
And I will pray. I'll pray to God for a nice sea. Calms as we go.
You are more like a Tengu than you might think.
Maybe the tank are more like me.
Doubtful, but maybe.
I mean,
Speaking
what
of...
I think,
yeah, go ahead.
what I think, Ian, would it be like possible? I mean, considering the big picture, right?
Do what, say?
The way from our location to the peninsula that's just south of the eye, right? That
Would
should be
you say
doable,
that is doable in a boat? Wait, let me double check.
yeah. If we just go along the coast.
Yes, you would
the
think that
We could-
that should be doable. Yeah. You think like
Yeah.
you would fine enough, like it's a rowboat, like you can stay 100 feet within the coastline, right, and then just like go up and down that way. Yeah, that would be
and the peninsula should shield us from the worst effects of the wind or whatever the weather, right?
Yeah, for the worst effects. Yeah. It's like, I mean, the what did I say? The thing which is like I mean, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I don't tell you what to do because I don't know what I want to decide is best. I haven't decided yet what's the best way to do it. But it wouldn't the part where it gets very hard to travel on land is more like when you enter the salt lands properly, so it's more effective for a hurricane.
Yeah, okay.
So whether or not rowing would be any faster than just heading along the coastline, that's also up in the air. Maybe if you prefer rowing to walking, that's certainly an option, and you can carry more supplies, obviously in the boat, but it wouldn't be significantly faster than going along the land. But of course, if you want to go along the water, of course it can.
Yeah, how far is it actually?
So let me
travel.
Yeah, let me do that as well. One sec. There you go. I moved the candle. Unfortunately, in this version, for some reason, I had Tom's characters in there because he came in too late. And let me move the candle light down to back put it on the candle. Okay.
Oh, I see. Insane.
But yeah, so you can see here. So what do you mean is me how you could sail up to this bit jutting out, right? And you would be very protected. That's for sure. For sure, that's possible. Yes.
I mean, depends what are the water currents like or whatever.
No, you're familiar with this area, and Johnny's swimming here a lot. Anywhere, you don't want to take on the open ocean, so you still want to take the boats. You can almost see if you look in on the map, really really close. It almost has these kind of the almost outline of the land itself, really close, right, to kind of denote water currents. Basically, if you stayed within there, so if you stayed within maybe I don't know how far it is, a kilometer or two of the coastline, then you would be pretty confident that you're not going to hit a storm or anything. And even if you did, you would be able to get to land before it really did anything negative,
Yeah, but would it be sensible due to the speed of travel? Would it
make sense for speed to travel?
Yeah.
Let me double check the speed of rowboats.
I mean,
that far.
not that fast.
Rowboat it's literally a rowboat. It says it's 20 feet speed. So people are 20 to 25 or 30. That's the range. So it's basically the same speed. You can one per. So put that for you. You would need 2 rowboats, and then you could alternate with rowing. So it would be pretty similar. It would be tiring in a different way. It would be tiring on your arms rather than your legs. It would be hard. There'd be certain. It's also. Do you think are you more comfortable traveling in the water? It is a dangerous place. This area of the world. So if you would rather, if you consider yourself safer, basically on the water or on the land. But in terms of speed, I'm gonna double check the distance. But I will find out exactly how long it would take. But that would be about the same for each of the options. So are you thinking of where are you thinking of trying to go to this part or this part just to know?
Maybe just this part.
Yeah, okay, let me look up how far that is.
So what do you last think? You did any much traveling over land?
Oh, always better to go by the sea, bro.
It's actually not too far. It's I'll check the distances. So it's about 40 miles. So maybe to get to there, maybe 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad.
I'm fine going on the sea or on overland. Either fine by me.
I've got sea wings.
What did you say? You got sea what?
Sea wings.
Sea wings. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we do see them, Crixel.
Okay, so it is decided then.
Cool. Okay, so you want to what's it
rowboat
called?
it up.
Prepare for rowboat. Yeah, so you I'll say I mean I don't know, you don't have to go immediately, but one of you maybe goes there's obviously a lot of people who fish. I mean that's the main thing that's singing, right? And there's because the town is so small and used to be there's a lot of spare boats, and also I mean nature yourself, you probably have a rowboat that you're working on at the moment, that kind of thing. So
yeah.
You're easily able to wait, hold on. I need you to find what the cool music is. You're easily able to find a
We can also fish on the way.
that's also yeah.
True.
Sure. In the evenings you can
Yeah. We just watch Crixel do that bird diving thing.
Ooh, that
Dives
is
into the
pretty-
water,
that
grabs it
is-
with his beak.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, do you still want it after it's in my beak? Though?
The pelican action.
Just gonna do this.
I wonder if you just throw the nets in the sea behind the boat while you row, how much does it slow it down? I mean, it shouldn't slow it down.
You know what? Because of the way the game works, it slows you down 50% when you're doing another activity, I'm afraid. I don't make the
Oh.
rules, I just tell you.
Yeah,
But
no,
you mean
it's an
if you,
activity though. I mean, I haven't done
you want
much
to have
that in real life.
the nets behind you enough to catch? I think
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean, you have a huge, I mean, amount of nets, right? I mean, like a
I think that would slow you down.
Yeah,
though, right?
I mean,
Like,
I
you
think
could-
that would
to
slow
catch
it.
the
It
water.
would
and stuff.
It would slow you down in different ways. Like he gets
Yeah.
caught on rocks and stuff like that, right? And you have to fix it, or it gets tangled up in like weed.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not
I-
sure if you guys did any
I'm
fishing.
pretty sure the town will
Remember-
look us up with rations.
yeah. At least for like a couple of weeks or like
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah. And thank God that Pathfinder decided to do ration is like a week's worth of rations
Mhm.
instead of a
Yeah.
day.
Oh, that's
Love
Looks a
carrying
bit
around
good.
20 fucking pounds in 5e of food,
Yeah,
and it's like, well, that's a
fine.
week.
Yeah, don't worry. This is inviting me. I'm not gonna even make you track it probably after a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah.
too much bookkeeping for me. But okay. But you guys, I guess, start looking at least for making preparations, or does anybody want to do anything else? Or like
Yeah, Grix was very excited to,
Okay.
to get this
So
show
you're
on
very
the road,
eager.
so he's like, yeah. Oh,
I mean,
no, what's
almost
up?
like the limiting factor is basically, whenever you guys consider ready, like, the boats, they're there, rations, like, you easily can ask and get, like, enough, like, rations or, like, anything else, like, mundane stuff you want, like, if you want more rope, stuff like that, the town also willing to, give you, like, stuff like that if you want it on the way, like, fishing tackle, stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I have fishing supplies.
Okay.
Can I say that, like, ration-wise, I just, like, grab, like, a bucket of fish I've recently caught and, like, put it on the rowboat?
Yeah. Perfect. That's gonna smell real bad, but yeah, sounds good. Who's going on the rowboat with Pixel?
Doesn't
I'm
smell bad
okay.
to me.
Okay, cool.
Like, that has been a good
Yeah.
question. The act of sailing uses sailing lore, right?
Or athletics for rowboat. Sailing law or athletics.
Is this a situation where I can use my athletics with Dex?
No, not for rowing a boat, I don't think.
I didn't think so.
I don't think so. Oh, man.
That's
But to be honest, in terms of like the piloting
plus
checks, I will
4,
make it relevant for
3.
combat, but I'm not gonna like do piloting checks with like how far you travel that day. If there's like bad weather or you go like far from the
Yeah.
coast in a rowboat, it will happen. But like if you're just sailing up and down the coast within like sight of the coast,
Mhm.
then it's
Yeah.
it's not a big problem. It's not a big problem.
Because I'd be rolling at a +4.
Okay.
What about anyone else?
That's cool.
Athletics?
Nate's probably
I've
the
got
best
pretty
with
good-
athletics.
I've got
Does anyone,
+6.
does anyone have law sailing? I'm not sure.
I
do.
do.
You do. Fancy.
I've lore fishing, so we do run out of
Funny is-
rations. Yeah.
You probably have lure sailing, but the roll would be better with athletics. Unless the DC is lower for sailing lore.
Maybe the DC's lower. I'm not sure. Let me check. I'm sure you wouldn't have rowboats, but
Well, interestingly,
is...
we do have 2 people with swimming speed, so maybe we just
That's
need
true,
one
actually.
rowboat.
So you could just take one rowboat and have 2 people swimming alongside. If
Let me
people wanted
double
to do
check
that.
see what my swimming
Yeah.
speed is.
Do you have a fly
Does-
speed?
Oh, maybe.
No.
The sailing law
No.
DC is too lower, by the way. Just so you know.
Okay. So it might be pretty close then.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you
not
dumped
the-
a lot into
oh.
int that I didn't expect.
I am faster than most, but my swim speed is only 15, so it slowed down the boat a little bit.
Yeah.
Mine's also only 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Such a
Not
slow
ideal.
boy. Such a slow boy.
Is that
Oh,
even
yeah,
a
not
swim
like-
speed at that point? I'm just kidding, by the way. It
Yeah.
is.
Wow.
Yeah, you know.
But it normally it's like 5 feet, right? Like if you succeed on the swim check.
I can't
It-
remember.
it
It
depends
depends
on
on the
your
current
athletics and
and yeah,
stuff.
athletics and a whole bunch of other
Mhm.
things.
Yeah.
I only had to deal with it once and it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
It's not fun to actually deal with swimming, particularly like if you're trying to go like up a river or something. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We did it very early on in Chris's campaign. Then never again.
Okay.
Um,
So you. Yeah.
Yep.
But
I was
yeah,
wondering
you,
if anybody else has a problem with the music, where like new songs don't play and I have to like refresh for it to start playing.
Mine
Yeah,
is playing
definitely.
fine, but no matter what I do with the global volume controls, it always plays at like 75% volume, which is fucking loud for me.
Oh.
So I have to keep resetting the volume on
Yeah.
every new track.
Yeah,
Same.
but eventually we'll get through all the tracks, right?
I mean, yeah, unless you had more.
No, for
Hey.
me it was just I had music at the start. Then once the combat started, I didn't have music, and then like some time ago, I think with the new track, the current one, it started playing.
So maybe it's
So
some
yeah,
problem
it's
that I
kind of
did.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
not
I don't know.
sure what I can do about it.
It's fine with me
Okay.
playing now, so maybe like once we've gone through
Yeah,
some
it works
tracks,
now. Yeah.
it'll
Okay,
remember
I
it.
guess it'll work. We'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, with like Crixel swimming occasionally, and then we need a bit of a break, he can go in, and then we can slow it down. Johnny can swim. We can take one rowboat because it's two passengers, one captain.
Yeah. Sure, you could do that if you wish. Yeah. Okay. So you set up one rowboat and then you'll just alternate swim. And also you don't. If your rowboat speed is 20 feet, it's like a little bit slower, but it's not that big a deal. Maybe a few more hours to get there. But then you only need to deal with one rowboat, so delays and stuff like that, setting up camp and everything's faster, unloading stuff.
Less
has-
chance of like really bad shit happening, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Johnny, do you bring your
Wait, Ducky, you have a
surfboard?
question?
Sorry, what'd you say, Jack?
Do you bring your surfboard?
I mean, currently that's my shield. It's my shield.
Oh, really?
It's a movement speed over
shield,
water
like,
of 20
so-
feet, fast enough to do water skiing behind it.
Definitely not. Unless you're really good at water skiing. Oh man, that's really good. Okay, cool. So do you basically just get your stuff and set off immediately?
Yeah.
And what's the?
I'll say goodbye to my parents and stuff. But
I guess I'll say bye.
but ask them to keep it on the download that we're actually leaving for now. To not let.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least wait an hour or two until we're gone,
So we don't
and then
lose
you
the
can.
breath.
Sure. Are there any nautical supplies or whatever that we should be taking with us? I'm not sure if there exists such a thing.
Nautical supplies.
Yeah,
Or something.
rations for
Anchor?
sure. Do they have any basic I'm guessing they're not gonna have healing potions, but do they have a medical kit or something we could
They
take?
have healer for sure. You can get healer tools. Yeah, you can get basically anything that is level 0 adventuring gear or some. I don't remember if healer tools one or not, but anything that is less than that's reasonable that you could almost start with in character creation. They'll likely give you. You know what I mean? Anything level 0, up to a limit. You can't be I want 50 healers tools and sell 49 of them back at full price. But
Right.
you can. If anything that they think is actually gonna help you protect the town, they'll at least lend it to you for the trip. They're not
Okay.
saying you can keep it.
Yeah, so we'll add the healer's tools, rations, probably some extra 50-foot of rope just in case. I have some, but
I'm looking here at basic hearing yet. What about
Basic
that?
hearing aids.
Yeah,
Man,
oh,
so
man.
they made us think. Is that
Okay.
uncommon or is that not even uncommon?
That might scroll away.
Oh man,
It's
they
common.
made
It's common.
it's common. You know what? Hearing aid. If you think you need a hearing aid,
No.
then you're gonna people are gonna really laugh at you. But
I have
What
because
else
I
is there?
hang out with Crixel every once in a while, and he's got a fucking gun, so I actually have earplugs.
genius. But okay, yeah. So you
I mean, compass.
how much is a compass?
1 gold piece.
Yeah, you can have a compass.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm almost too encumbered, so can someone else carry the healer's tools and extra rope?
I
Mhm.
guess I can carry some actual stuff. We get gifted the stuff, right? By the
Yes.
villagers. Okay.
Yeah. This kind of stuff you'll get.
So compass and some extra rope, I guess.
I'll take the healer system.
Oh, okay.
It is also
Here,
expensive.
Oh, yeah,
maybe.
right. It definitely is well, I have a satchel. I'm gonna just fill that satchel with just dirt, just in case, just for in
Local dirt,
situations.
Fishing
Yes.
tackle.
In case we're a situation where we
No, there's always useful for sure, for sure.
This is an upcoming item, Ian, but could we have like, is there a survey map of like, not where we're going, but like of where, like our immediate area, like the first bay and stuff like that?
Like the survey map. I don't know if they have anything so official, but like there's like you have like an old maps of like the people and like if you like basically ask some of the older people like to they're like kind of can describe pretty accurately who lives here their whole life. Like, basically if I draw like I'll draw like a circle on the map, but it's not. I you might be unhappy of how far, because it's really not like people because like I said, this was the area, right? So
Like 3
I
days
actually
travel,
can see-
so it's probably not gonna be useful for very long, is what you mean?
I think.
the people. Wait, no, I mean people don't even know 3 days. 3 days travel away is more than people know right now.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like
yeah.
the like here like the circle of like what is well known terrain, it's probably something like this.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Like
No,
that's like
I'd
what
probably
people
be
like.
familiar with that as well. So yeah, then,
Yeah. But that's what I mean, like
That's
you
fine.
were one of the more active people, right? Like you and Johnny
Yeah.
are probably two of the people who spend the most time like outside town. You know what I mean? Like it's very sort of close knit at this point.
Look at other level 0 items. Apparently, we can take a keg of ale.
Ooh, I mean,
kidding.
Bree
Yeah,
is like, man, you guys.
I mean, that's basic supplies, right?
Yeah, for
a
sure.
keg for 3 days? Maybe a keg is just about allowed.
I'm just kidding. I was joking about that. I was looking through the actual list of stuff.
Man, imagine
Yeah,
joking about getting a keg.
I get a basic cane for Nate.
Nice.
I'm not that old, man.
It's literally. I love that the
You
trait is
look
mobility
enough.
devices and a
Really
basic chair.
nice.
Yeah, assistive
Okay.
items.
Oh,
Corrective lenses. Is that gonna?
Oh, there's a lot of shit. All right, so you guys managed
some
to
fun
find
stuff. I like it.
some nice supplies. And that's what is, and then you say your goodbyes, those of you who needed to, and then is a plan just to like what? How are you going about doing this? Like, are you just like sailing completely like off the coast? Like, are you going onto land every so often, like looking around? Like, how are you scouting? Like, it's a big area, for instance.
I mean, I think we're staying close enough to the coastline that we can kind of look and see if there's like what looks to be a decent amount of activity, right? Because there's not a lot of towns north of ours, right? So like, if it looks like there's a lot of activity on the beach, right, like or the signs of boats and movement through the trees, like things like that, I think we would pull off to investigate.
what kind of coastline is there actually? I mean, is it supposed to be a jungle here in the Sunlands or a marsh?
No, sometimes it's more marshy, but like until from here to it, like kind of up until like almost like the edge of this map. Like this map basically ends almost where Sunland begins. Like up till then, it's very beachy. Like a lot of like sandy beaches, and like,
Oh,
when you get inland, it quickly becomes jungly.
Yeah,
And
okay.
once you're in the Southern lands properly, then it's very marshy.
I think until
could
we're only planning on going until year, right? So I don't think we're expecting too much trouble. So maybe just like go there straight, not too much scouting, follow the coastline. I think that makes sense to me.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
I mean-
we would be visible from the coast.
Yes, but yeah, that's what I mean. Because it's beachfront though, if there was something on the coast, you almost certainly see it as well. It's like very sort of very sort of clear.
I thought of two other things that I think we add, just instead of just the rope, it's a basic climbing kit, and then cookware.
Oh yeah, good way. Gotta cook that fish. Yeah, that's for sure.
Sure.
For sure.
You want to take one of those, Nate?
Me? Yeah, sure. Cookware.
And then a
I'll take
ferret, just
climbing kit
because.
then. The ferret is a natural enemy of the Tengu, by the way, so.
Oh shit.
Okay, cool. So you
Why not? A climbing kit, but why not?
why not, right? Why not?
Man, I don't think I've ever. Oh no, Leon is pretty good in combat, but combat 8, it's pretty sick, right?
Nice.
Rubber mask. Oh my! What kind of?
That's how I think you guys have enough islands. There's only one. It's only one road boat. I don't think you need
Rubber
a
mask.
I don't think you need the
Yeah.
mask. Okay?
The only again, I'm just looking through some of the basic level 0 things that kind of make sense. The other one would maybe be like a lantern if we wanted that. I have dark or low light vision at least. I know some of the rest of you don't.
I also have low light
I think
vision.
Johnny
I can
has.
see. Sorry, what? What?
I don't.
You have a light, right? Josh is asking about like torches and stuff.
Yeah,
Or
I have
lantern,
a
or-
lamp. I have a lamp, and I can
Okay.
cast light.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then.
We will see.
I take it back. We don't need that shit.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Uh,
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so
I think
you,
we just set off then. Like, is anybody like taking charge of this? Like almost like leading, like, or let's set off, stuff like that.
I mean, I would defer to Nate.
Yeah,
If
I
only
guess. We take
experience
the-
jobs.
Experience and age.
Yeah.
It's definitely that age.
How is a meteor hammer a level 0 weapon?
Because they gave it all this, because it's shit, it just sounds cool. I don't know. I think it's like because it's like a real item, I think, which is like really simple in reality, but like kind of looks
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys basically start setting up down the coastline. Okay, so what I'm saying, I'm
Well,
gonna
also,
agree
like,
with-
yeah, so like also yeah, like now that like Johnny comes with you, like he has some stuff. We're just like
Mm.
no shit basically. Leather armor, but it's made out of like shark skin, shark lead.
Shark skin. Ooh.
It's like nice shark
Mhm.
leather armor. Yeah, like and he has some like he has like a long spear, wooden long spear, and like jab.
Okay, he's killing
Got
that.
some equipment.
Spearfishing for the
Fighting.
fish you want to catch. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
How is a silencer a common level 0 item?
It's just a pillow you put over the phone. You should get some silencers. But no, Talon has no silencers for you.
I wasn't even gonna ask for one. That makes no fucking sense.
Man. Right, so Nate is kind of taking charge. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So it's by default, like boat is Crixel in the water and the other three of you in the boat, and then like occasionally maybe Johnny goes in for a break because he wants to get some
Yeah.
more water and that kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I would definitely.
Brixel, do you
wanna
own swim
swap
fins?
around with Crixel.
I don't need them, bro.
Imagine putting.
But that would get you to 20 movement speed in swim speed.
Man, no, there's no
Wait,
way
those
you
are
can
an
put
actual
fins on
thing?
if you're a bird.
Yeah,
right?
they're
There's no-
legitimately. Yeah, I actually even thought about buying them. It's just that they're
Swim
5
fins.
fucking gold.
These are attached to your feet like tight shoes.
Yeah, they're just like flippers.
No, it says
right?
not
like,
when using a swim speed.
Yeah, I don't think
if
it,
you're
I don't think it makes
swim
sense
speed, you don't
anyway. Like
No, it
like
makes no sense.
the
So
way
basically,
I
these like basically
swim.
mean you specifically. They don't work if you do have a swim speed, but if you don't have a swim speed, then they like.
Okay,
gotta-
never mind.
Thank
I
God
just
they
thought
don't.
it was
The way
first
I-
sentence.
I see like a bird swimming is basically we're called like wave dashes, right? So basically like flying fish or something like dolphins that go in and out, jump in.
So pretty, so
Something.
pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And yeah, you guys set up down the coastline. So what I'm going to do, by the way, because I am still going to have random encounters somewhat, but I'm going to abstract time much more. So like, basically what I'm going to do is say, okay, like if this journey before something happens is like 3 days or a week, I'm basically going to roll once for a random encounter during that time, and then if you're going for longer times, then the DC for it to be a random encounter will be different, right? So and that's just how to do it. So I only need to roll once for like fucking a long period of travel, but it kind of reflects
that
the
makes sense.
chances. And of course, if I roll like in that 20, then it's like an extreme encounter and you will die. So that's good.
We got bigger lists.
Actually, let's make other people do this, but not tell them the DC. Who wants to roll the first random encounter check?
It should be Nate, right? He's leading us.
Nate,
Yeah.
you're leading us, Nate. Let's see if this. Wait, don't roll yet. Let me decide on the DC. I'll decide.
Plus, I mean, what are the chances of him rolling a third nat 1? You know?
But that one is.
Good
when-
point. Now that
yeah,
you've said
rolling,
it.
rolling highs encounters in my rule, just so you know, because
I-
you want encounters.
I hate that you do that.
I love encounters are the best.
There are rewards,
Let
Josh.
me think. What are the different difficulties? Moderate, severe.
Maybe we don't want Nate to roll. He's bound to get
Well,
like a 20 or
maybe
19.
all bad.
Maybe times will change.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, you can roll. I decide on my DC. So with flat D20 slash R D20.
Okay. Public, right?
Yeah. Okay, no, you
Middle's
think
good.
that it is yeah. For now, middle is good. Not too long a journey. So yeah, it is and actually everybody. I mean, you're basically exploring down the coastline. So everybody also give me a perception or survival. I think perception did point into spot stuff. So everyone give me a secret perception check.
Secret perception.
Yeah, I guess we would just have the. Oh, no, we're not actually searching right now.
No, but I mean, you kind of
Yeah.
are. I mean, I'm not doing. I mean, Hexration is like a subsystem. I'm just not using. Like, I'm not using that subsystem. I'm just doing like narratively basing.
Cool.
Okay, so Nate, as the captain of this expedition, the one who is, you know, most involved in the process, you, as you're going on, you know, you've had a couple. Actually, just I'm curious also, like, what is like the feeling in like the party? For instance, like, you know, after the first day, you know, you set off for the day, you cover a good few miles. Maybe on the first day, not many, because you know you set off a bit later. But you know, and then you know, in the evening, you set up camp, I guess, just like on the coastline, right, where you kind of moored a boat. Is it like, yeah? What's the feel like in the group? Is it like, you know, is there people joking? Are they having fun? Is it kind of like grim? Like, what's it? Are you excited?
For
think,
people that know, oh sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I think for people that know Grixel, it's kind of like he's still relatively quiet, but like, yeah, nervous energy, like excited. Yeah, just like looking into the distance, to the horizon, to where we're going. Yeah, maybe even more talkative than usual.
Okay, yeah, it's just yeah.
I'll be asking around the young ones about their experience. Maybe if they. I mean, I guess we don't know each other that well, right?
Yeah.
I'm not hanging out with them, so
Well,
I want to know about their experience, right? If they, I mean, if they traveled a lot or seen the lizard folk, maybe these lands, the southern lands, if they know stuff about it and so on.
I mean, I would say, like, I've not traveled that much. Been living in the village mostly, but just, you know, head out and every so often. I'm a trained druid almost since birth. Druids of the Wave, the best possible, you know. But yeah.
So,
I can
what does that
heal
mean?
you. I can heal you. I can find things. I can swim, survive on the water, forever. You know, everything about the sea. If you need something in the sea, I'm the man.
Okay, just make sure if there's a fight happening to stay behind me, not like that, like in the village. Don't
I was,
we
you know,
don't want that happening again.
you were a little bit farther on the other side. Couldn't get behind you.
Yeah.
So I'll keep in mind, bro.
And then
I don't
Altair
want
kind
to
of
be up close.
chips in and says, I don't have a lot, but technically the shipwreck happened in the southern lands. I made my way down to Salt Bay. Or whatever it's called,
Oh.
Reef. Salt Reef. So, but that was many years ago now.
Oh, how many?
Pipe up. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
How many? How long ago was it? I mean, you've been here
10
already, so
10 years ago. So nothing that would really aid us all that well.
you think so?
We've been trying to get this organized for a while now. We
Yeah, I mean,
have gone out of town before, but only a day or so. Never this far.
okay, but still, I guess you know more of the land than the rest of us, so maybe you should be the guides once we hit land, right?
Can do. I tend to prefer to do a little bit of scouting ahead, or sink into the shadows. But see what I can do.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah. We'll do that.
yeah. So you guys are getting to know each other a little bit better, and the travel is, I mean, it's very hard to dislike it right now because like it's nice weather. You're basically just like rowing along next to like what people in our nowadays would call like paradise islands, right? Like you just like go, it's like rowing along next to a sandy beach. There's like birds in the sky. There's fish plentiful, but we haven't overfished them to fuck. So like tunas jumping everywhere. It's like
I think particularly early on, like when it's very
Yes,
clearly like
of
we're
course.
not really looking for anything yet. It's too close. We're in no danger with the weather or anything. Altair pulls out his little tin whistle, basically that he has. Kind of plays a little shanty.
Oh, a little shanty, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, and so it's not a bad time, but on the so on the third day of travel, in like the afternoon, maybe like yeah, when light is still good, but it's maybe got an hour or two of good light left. You are currently on the map, and you have to really fucking zoom in. How small are my pins? Is it going to be small enough? Here, you see here, there's like these kind of like there's like a
Little
bigger sort of
outcrop and-
inlet. Yeah, like there's three outlines in crop kind of thing. It's part of like your Nate. You're the one taking on the ship, and you have like this more experience. Like where you were dark. What would make almost like a good like hideout or something. But you kind of get a feeling that you want to take like a closer look at but instead of just going like around it, right? You want to like kind of go like like almost like through it, right? Like kind of like go through these little bits and make sure you're not missing anything on the coastline. And when you get to the coastline, or like when you get within like sight of the coastline, you do see something. It's you see it like first, so Nate, you see it before other people. It's still like on the other side almost. It's quite hard to see, but you have good eyes for looking over the water, and you spot. You're too far away now to see if there's like any like people currently on it or anything, but like kind of a very sort of rudimentary pier, like nothing like proper, but like just like a little bit of wood that makes it more like you could like moor a boat here, kind of thing. Like just like kind of a little bit of like planks like kind of built into the ground, and you spot it first.
Boys, do you see that thing over there? I think there might be some other people landing here too. So maybe we should check that out. Maybe tie up our boat and step on land and check around. Maybe there's any clues who might be tying the boats here. Could even be the lizard folk or someone else maybe. What do you
Does
think?
seem to be the first sign of life we found so far. So
Sounds
I
reasonable.
think you're correct.
It is probably
Yeah, so you-
the lizards.
So yeah, you navigate your way down there. And yeah, you I mean you kind of do it in such a way where like you're not trying to be too visible, I assume, and like hiding in the if you can. And yeah, you manage to get close enough at least that you can see that there is a boat kind of moored there, like kind of tied to this like kind of ramshackle pier, but there is no like figures you can see like currently there now. Like it seems just to be like and you get closer, you actually see there seems to be like two like kind of boats that are there. But like space probably for a couple more, but there's two there right now.
I'll swim to one of them and
Okay, yeah. So
I'll
before
try
like
to
the
gear
boat,
up.
before the rowboat, like so you were like
Yeah.
like telling the others kind of stay a bit further away, or like kind of.
No, not necessarily. Like, I still believe
Okay.
like, Nate's in charge, but I'll just like personally curiosity gets the better of me. And I'll just like go ahead and peek up with my head to see.
Yeah, you
if
have
I
some
see
glimpse.
anything.
One thing that immediately comes to your mind is they are not very well crafted. Like they're fine, but they are just
They float.
just fine. They float. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They float. You could use it, but it would it would not be it's not unless it's yours. This handcrafted one by Nate, But it seems pretty functional. But to you, you're I mean, you've been like working in town guard for a while. You've chased off a few out of the raids before. It does kind of remind you of the same sort of build quality as the other ones you kind of noticed being used against the town. Like like there's it's quite rough. Made it there. You kind of if you kind of get a closer look, looking over it, you see kind of like almost like claw marks, like like if you're standing down and you have kind of big fucking feet with like claws, or like scratch.
Kind of like scraping,
It looks
yeah.
exactly like something you might do similar marks like on the boat you're in because you have like talons, but it it would be hard for a human to make these kind of signs without intending to with a knife kind of thing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll just- A little like a muted bird cry, but then I'll swim to the swim back. I'll say, looks like lizard built.
Our first catch of the day. Sorry.
It's good. Okay, cool. Yeah,
So-
dude.
So I guess they might be starting their attacks from here. So maybe we should just go land and try to find some more clues. What do you guys think? Just really need to be careful and make sure that if there's any sign of trouble, we can run back to the boat. We don't know how many there might be. Or should someone stay behind even with the boat?
We should stay together. I think if we either go ahead or maybe circle back a little bit, we can find an area we can stow our boat while we go on foot to start, searching for the path that they take to get here. I don't think they live right here. It's probably further on in the southern lands, but
Yeah, good
at
idea.
least now we have somewhere to pick
I
up the
agree.
trail.
Yeah, good thing.
Cool,
I
so
guess,
yeah,
so yeah, I guess we'll do that.
Yeah, you okay? So yeah, you kind of find a little place, kind of. Give me a stealth check out here as you kind of help them hide the boat to see how well kind of nook or whatever you find to hide it. So obviously it's easy to get it out of line of sight. Like that's no problem. Just if you were really trying to camouflage it or something.
And one of us
At
aid?
least, yeah, sure. Anyone can aid. Just try to find a good hiding spot.
Wanna do it, Nate? I mean, I guess me and Altair were kind of like,
Yeah, you
Experience
can
in
easily
this.
point out, yeah, exactly.
yeah, okay. So,
What role would it be?
Stealth. Oh, that'd be stealth.
But it's
Oh, yeah,
secret,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Let me get there.
So Crixel's aiding, okay. That's the aid check. Okay. Yeah, like you think you find quite a nice spot. It's like, not too obviously out in the open. And yeah, it's you leave it there and then go on like kind of go around to where the boats were docked or like somewhere else or where are you going? Like
I mean, if there's somewhere that there's like a mild vantage point that we can look down to see if there's activity around the boats at all, or if there's like a path from
Crixel
the
was
boats
like right
into
next
the
to the
trees.
boats, and he like
Right.
didn't really. There's
Okay.
it's quite open at this point, like kind of like a thing. But you want to go to bed? Okay, if you're trying to as you kind of you've kind of kind of stowed the boat in place, and you're kind of looking at the boat now, like the trees, and kind of trying to find a way. Anybody who wants to, you're basically trying to track them. So anyone who wants to can give me a survival check. Try to see if you can find any signs of where they went from here.
How would you do that? Is that hidden or?
I'm actually not sure, so let me double check.
You'd think I'd be good at survival.
In general, it would be yes. Most things
Use
are.
a slow check tracking. Track. No, it's not actually.
Wow.
Insane.
Ah, but now you guys know how shit I am at survival.
Wait, you're doing it? I mean, you can both try, I guess, actually.
Oh, I thought
Oh my
you said
God.
everyone. Okay, no.
Oh, I mean, anyone who's trying to can try. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Ah, then I don't try. Yeah.
We rolled very.
Oh my God.
We roll
I
like
rolled-
shit, boys.
Yeah, you guys are terrible.
I mean, wait,
Yeah.
you guys are terrible. You actually try.
Hey, to be fair, I rolled a 10. A very average roll.
Crixel. Pretty
Not so
good.
terrible.
Pretty good,
Well, that's
Crixel.
That's straight up.
Unchained. All these trained guys.
Lucky.
Silly.
Kid.
Yeah, good luck.
So maybe if
Good luck,
Crixel was here first, so he was like, he had a bit of extra time to look at the boat. But for you at least, it doesn't seem too difficult. But as you kind of looking around, you think you actually find some fairly recent tracks, like I don't know, maybe within the past, I don't know, day or two, heading away from the boat and kind of up, just for now, you can't see where it ends. You kind of heads up the beach and into more the beach sort of turns into like more like kind of rocky, and then eventually into like grass and stuff like that.
Did any of the other militia mention any lizard folk retreating?
Yes, you remember when Ben first came to you, he said he saw a few running away, but they didn't think they were worried about trying to chase him too far.
Yeah,
it would have been
that makes
too
sense.
dangerous. Yeah.
No, that would that'd clock with what Ben said. Some of them seem to think better of the invasion and left. This could be them returning.
Wait, now that you say that, that's weird, no? They usually don't retreat.
Maybe not.
At least the ones we fought, they didn't.
Your ones didn't. Yeah, it's hard to say. Some of them. So you've seen a few in the past. For instance, sometimes you've seen casters come on the missions. You seem more to be maybe more in charge is a strong word, but more in charge, right? Maybe like not in charge. I don't think is an optimistic way to put it, but have more power at least. You've seen those who are often more sort of like willing to do almost like hit and run stuff, like almost like go in with some scouts, like Also, it doesn't seem like it would be crazy for this, not like a distraction, but almost like, okay, you can send some of the more, kind of brute forcey guys to one part, send some others to like a less defended part, burn something down, and then like go leave, and then repeat this sort of thing, just kind of like really lower morale in the town kind of thing. So retreating isn't that unusual actually. But retreating is a strong word. Hit and run, guerrilla tactics.
Advancing in the opposite direction. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So apparently Crixel's got the best skills amongst us with tracking.
Yes.
So
do
we let him lead.
you start to follow them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
think so. Technically, I mean, all the rest of us failed miserably, so we leave it up to Crixel, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't know how you guys
you start following the path. It's starting to get a little dark. Do you want to like if it's starting to dark and Quicksilver, he's found them quite well, and they wouldn't be all hidden. So as far as you can see, they kind of go up like around a bit off the sand to where it's more grass, and the terrain sort of changes a little bit where it's more sort of cliffy, where there's like a little bit, there's still like kind of the sand at the bottom, but it's more like a cliff up to like more like kind of grass under the top, where you can kind of like walk along next to the water itself. And in fact, you can see the tracks are like going to go with that and kind of stay along, still quite close to the edge, maybe 50 to 100 feet, but kind of just like heading north, almost like following the coastline. And you're still able to track them until it starts to get dark. So, did you stop or do you? Yeah. See it?
Probably either Nate or Terror. I'll wait for them to like say something.
Yeah. Suffer the night, I think. How good are the lizard folk during the night? I mean, do they see well? I mean, lizards.
Anybody can roll me. Anyone can roll me knowledge society to see what you know about lizard folk. Simple stuff like that is quite easy, but I just want to double check. None of you are fucking complete idiots. Maybe you.
I'm a big idiot.
You're a complete idiot? Oh man.
See if I can remember something.
Public or secret?
Secret, yes.
Okay.
Knowledge is always secret, right?
Yes,
I assumed,
so.
but
Yeah. Making double sure.
Which one? Society is that?
Yeah. If you want to know what Nate knows about the old lizards.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, Nate. I mean, out here in the Crixel, you're fairly confident that, in terms of like nighttime, that lizard folk are normal. What's the opposite of nocturnal? I don't know, dayturnal. They're normal. They're normal, like like humans. Like they don't have any sort of specific vision, not even low light, as far as you're aware. They like they sleep during the night. They live by day.
Diurnal.
Diurnal. There we go.
Diurnal. Diurnal, apparently.
Yeah, Nate,
never fucking heard that before.
No, me neither. Nate, you're also fairly confident about this. You are fairly certain. You know actually a little bit more about this folk than you maybe thought. Like other people might expect, right? Like maybe you knew one on a ship you were on once upon a time or something like that. You know that even though they are nocturnal, though, they have quite a lot of I don't know, lizard folk that you've met. You who have found to you seem very different to lizard folk who've been attacking recently, right? They at least were very attuned with the stars. So while they're not nocturnal themselves, they often would put a lot of faith in stars and kind of read them and all that kind of stuff, right? All that kind of stuff. So even though they're not out at night, they have some affinity with enjoying night, kind of. Just so you know.
Okay.
But you want to you also start to soften the night, right? When it gets dark. Do you have
as you suggested, I'll say we should be able to see these tracks tomorrow still. They are quite easy to find. I don't know how you guys missed them.
Yeah, and then now you know you'll find them. They are quite simple. You see, like when a lizard fall walks, the tail sort of sweeps behind them, so kind of like really glides or like knocks the grass out the way. It's pretty nice. Do you when you set up camp, by the way, I should have asked. Have you been keeping watch the past few days? Like when you camp on the beach at night?
That was for Johnny.
Probably not then. No.
Probably not watch. Okay, cool. And do you have a campfire? It's kind of hard to have wood to burn, which you don't always. I'm wondering. But you could have bought some to burn when you're on the just have a small fire.
I mean, what's the temperature is low or?
No, just more if you wanted to have something. It's more if you wanted to cook food, via that way.
I think I eat my fish raw.
You eat your fish raw. Okay, cool. Yeah, in which case you you have a quiet camp. Yeah, and your lack of watch does not go punished tonight. And there is nothing else you want to do before morning.
Yeah, thank you.
The morning arises, and indeed, Crixel was right. The tracks are still intact. And you.
That's the classic rest again, right?
Yeah, that's I mean, you've had a few nights rest between now and when you set off, actually. So I imagine your HP and stuff, if that's what you're worried about, is probably full by now.
Nice.
Okay.
Or, it's been what? This is the fourth night, I think.
Yeah.
Once we are back on the road, I'll walk up to next to Johnny and be like, tonight is community dinner. First one I've missed in a while.
Yeah, bro, that's rough, man. Indeed. Right, Nicholas, we can have a little community dinner right here.
Kind of look at you. They probably think that you convinced me to get into trouble. You'll have some explaining to do once we get back.
Well, what can you do? You're free to think that way. It may not be completely true. But just... It'll be good. We're gonna eat. We're gonna think of them just as they think of us. I'm sure they've made the spot at the table. Just ready.
It's good to have you here, Johnny.
Good to have you here as well, bro.
Oh man.
I think we're on 5 at this point.
Oh, it's been more than that.
Way more than that.
Oh
Yeah, we're probably
more
close
than
to
that.
I've snuck them all in after sentences sometimes. So.
There's a lot actually. Yeah. Okay, cool. The next day though, you continue to try to follow the tracks. Give me everyone who trying a new survival check for the day. Is
Okay, what's the better?
Yeah, I mean, I did so well earlier.
Oh, Johnny.
Much
Okay.
better.
Oh, today everyone is, yeah.
Oh, the public, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this one
Now
is.
that
public, yeah.
Crixel has shown us the way, you know.
Yeah, so as we start
Oh,
tracking them again, I'll just like, I'll point out the tracks, but I'll be like,
Um,
guys, we should head this way, and it's clearly like back to the boat.
oh man.
Oh man.
I'll just move your arm towards the right direction.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, you showed us how to find him, bro. Now we got it. I found him now.
Okay, and part of the reason why it also becomes quite easy as well is at some point the tracks like in the later half of the day they like veer maybe like off a little bit from the coastline itself, actually a bit more inland. You're still like a decent chunk away from the solid lands proper, but you know it's more like inland, so it actually gets a bit more sturdy underground and like turning to proper just like earth. And at some point you also come across a quite compared to what you were walking on so far, like an actual like path. Like not, you know, like something somebody's made just in grass that you can follow, like an actual path. And at this point, the tracks are a lot harder to see, but you know they're not just cutting their way through like undergrowth. But Johnny at least is still good enough to see that they kind of kept, you know, you kind of intersected it, and then you kind of it goes like in a northeast, more inland, and you can kind of see that's the direction they seem to have gone in. And yeah, you continue following it, and
Can we recognize if maybe how fresh are the tracks or anything?
These still, yeah. Johnny is still convinced this is like a day or two old. Like they're like you know, maybe they probably are going a little bit faster than you because you know they didn't have to, you know, check every so often to make sure they're still there. You know, it is slower to track somebody than to be the person being tracked. But they're still maybe not more than a couple of days ahead.
I'll kind of like throw it to the group, like, do you think there's risk of them finding us out? Or are we safe? They are quite far, no?
It's hard to say. I mean, how fast do you think they're moving? Johnny, can you maybe guess from the tracks or wherever? It's hard to say, I think.
Can I? Ian? Can I like figure out?
How fast they're going? Like in terms of like, I mean, you've been traveling for most of the day, right? And like, so in the morning compared to the evening, like, you know, and the day before, like they're certainly traveling faster than you. Like, but not like you wouldn't catch them at your current pace. Like you would, if the only way you would think you would catch them would be if you like kind of assumed, okay, they're heading this way, and you travel fast as you can along this way, and you never check, right? You're not like even attempting to follow it anymore. You kind of like will accept losing them. In terms of otherwise, like I mean, like lizard folk you know are like basically about as fast as humans in travel. So and they probably weren't meandering. So you know, it's not like it won't be easy to catch up unless you kind of give a chase almost and give up like, you know, tracking.
And I don't think it's worth it if they're 2 days ahead.
Yeah,
or close to that. It's like we're here to find where they are, not try to beat the ones who are returning to wherever they are.
Yeah, that's true. I
keep going then.
was just thinking about if, you know, maybe if they have like scouts. You know,
yeah, if you're worried about
if they're moving pretty fast, then probably not.
Yeah, it looks like these people probably not like it. Yeah, at least you get the impression they're not being careful with how they're traveling. At least they're just like walking on like, you know, like they were heading somewhere. But yeah, you keep following, and then at the end of the day, you're still on this path, but there's nothing else, and then same night activities, I assume. Tell me if that is not the case.
Just
as we're closer now, I suggest we do a watch for sure. Like,
okay, sure.
So we're not completely caught unawares.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fair. Yeah, you set up a.
Do we have an idea on where are we on the map?
One sec, sorry. Let me look. Sorry, I was on a different thing. Right now, like Sata, like you were in. Yeah, can I draw a line here? So you basically, like, if I was gonna draw your progress basically, right? Like you kind of like went up like this,
Yeah.
and like here is where you basically hit land, right?
Yeah.
And like now you've been traveling for a day or two. You kind of went in here and then you went along the coast, like on. Wait, why can't I draw it in blue? Oh, is it because it's too near the other one? Let me zoom in even further. Okay, so went in there, and about this point, you started to go inland, and now it did like kind of maybe like here you've hit more of like a proper path, and you're probably somewhere around. Oh my God, like maybe around here at this point. About somewhere like that. It's really like this is what you would assume, and what I would assume based on doing no checking of actual distances, but what your body maybe feels about, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we are basically traveling in the direction that we plan to travel
Yes,
anyway.
yes, you're still heading. And you
Yeah.
still have that compass, the compass. So you're still heading in like that, like roughly northeast-ish direction. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Cool. Yeah. So you have one more night, and then the next day arises, and yeah, you just continue following the path. Give me more survivals for today, just to check. Show us what you can do, Johnny.
Hey.
Oh, Johnny, showing what they can do. Okay, so you
born for this.
yeah, you
Cowabunga, baby.
Cowabunga. You what's it called? Yeah, you follow it easily. They continue to be following the path, and you're able to quite quickly do it. But it's yeah, and you're heading along. Yeah, and just so you're walking along the path. You're just keeping an eye open, I assume. Everyone give me perception checks. And just assuming everyone's basically searching if no one's otherwise. We're not, yeah, we could be, I should really be asking what your exploration actions are by default, but maybe we'll get into that more next session.
Yeah, if I have one, it would be stealth, by the way, in general.
Sure,
Avoid
sure.
notice.
Yeah. Oh my God, Johnny. Okay, you are on a point.
Perception.
You and Nate are both pretty good. Quixo, you keep thinking. You're pretty sure you're going to go the other way, so you keep looking behind and being like, I think that was the right
Just in
direction.
case. Yeah.
Like that was the direction. I'm pretty sure. So you're looking completely in the opposite direction. But Johnny, you were first to notice, and Nate actually, as you kind of getting over a bit of like you're getting to a bit of a high vantage point at some point during the day, like late morning, and you're able to see quite far ahead in like a lot of directions. And Johnny, you notice first, like kind of maybe a mile or two away, you can kind of, I'm really bad knowing how far people can actually see, so let me know if it makes no sense. But like a mile or two away, you can kind of see where this path you're on, like kind of continues, and you see it go down to like a little sort of like down a bit of elevation to almost not like hidden slightly, but maybe I guess kind of like a little sort of like next to a river, like a sort of encampment. And you Nate also see this from the top of the vantage point, but like Johnny, you see it with like quite a lot of detail, and you can see like multiple sort of like small like sort of tents put up, and like you also see like the signs of like a fire from the middle. And let me actually I'll just
Map
this
us.
map obviously has no tokens on it, but I will activate it so you can see like this is basically Johnny your level of vision because you're pretty accurate about it.
Loading.
I
I do
do
not
not
own a
own a
token with vision.
Oh, I thought I turned off token vision. Oh, weird. Yeah, it says I turned off token vision. Oh, it's disabled in times. What? It's off by default? Now?
Oh.
Yep, can see now.
Yeah, you can see a camp.
The
down
village
there,
of
bros.
Patreon.
Village out there.
Dude, I mean, dude, I'm an impromptu joke. I didn't have the map until 5 minutes ago. I was just like, Google map, give me a map, Google. It's quite a nice map, right?
it says
so yeah, you're basically a
Alright.
mile or something
Yeah.
back in this direction, right?
Yes,
Like kind of
animated.
the path going on.
I don't
It's a
like
nice
the
fire,
apparent
right?
snake pit in here.
Hey, maybe. Oh, and I needed to change
They're
the-
chains, not snakes.
Yeah, that's it. Just a sleeve bit, much better. I need to also obviously the
Yeah.
scale is wrong. It says it's only 5 foot here, but I need to change like the size of these things or whatever, however it works. If I do 50, does that do it? What is
You
it
squares
doing? Is that-
50?
No. I just had changed. Now he's square. It was wrong before, but now it's correct. So he's
Okay.
like, yeah, exactly. Cool. So yeah, you see this from your vantage point. Yeah, Nate, you can kind of see some aspects. Like you can tell there's something down there. But Johnny really is like you got eagle eyes today and can see it very well.
I fail
Oh.
miserably on mine.
Yes.
There's,
Not miserably. You can see. Maybe you see a
there's
little.
something down there.
There's a
Can you
camp.
see any
I mean, I
better?
can't.
It's hard to see from here.
Well, I can see the whole camp. It's like a bunch of tents.
Oh,
I don't know, more than 10. Maybe
Hmm.
that's where they're coming from, bro.
yeah. Probably, yeah. So,
Mike,
you
I'm
think
a little bit worried.
coming closer?
There's too many tents down there for us to take it by ourselves.
Definitely.
Unless
Exactly,
we
with
surprise
Reef.
them, like they do to us sometimes.
But still, I mean, how many tents do I see?
More than 10.
More than 10. So I guess,
17. Some of them bigger than others.
yeah.
Some of them are
so
basically parasols.
how many lizards? I
Do I
think,
see any? Yeah?
What's that?
Do I see any movement?
Yeah. So like you it's really you can't like make out like exact numbers, but you see like a little bit of movement. You would think like it depends how long you're watching for. Like I don't know if you like if you're just standing up there and like waiting for a few minutes, or if you're just like what you immediately see.
I mean, a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Sure.
I think, like, we
So
spawned
originally you
something
see maybe like
observe.
one or two, like kind of at like near like where you see like the light of the fire. You see like a couple of shapes. It's hard to say exactly. You see, at one point you see like a couple more like if you after a couple minutes like leave like the kind of big tent and kind of like go into a different one. If you spend maybe like 15 to 20 minutes on there, it's hard to tell if someone goes into a tent and someone else leaves. You can't really tell if it's the same person like at all, right? Like it's like a person. If someone went in, someone came out. Is it the same person? Who knows?
Oh, okay,
Someone-
unless it's like one goes in wielding a spear and they come out
Sure,
in full
sure.
armor and a halberd, and it's
I
like,
mean, we're fucking far away. Like it's
Right.
like
Oh, true.
Yeah.
it's really hard to see details.
Okay,
Like
but
the only reason Johnny can even see people is because he rolled like a fucking.
yeah,
nat
but
20.
are
Like,
they
it's
lizards
silly.
or not?
What's that?
But are they lizards or I mean,
They are
can
you.
we-
You are pretty confident
Can
from
we
the
see
skin
or-
color. You can kind of see that they're at least certainly not humanoid. They look like reptilian.
Okay,
Like, you see like
cool.
kind of blue
We
skin.
can,
For
we can
instance.
probably assume there's like at least one per tent. So that's already quite many.
Yeah, you would probably guess like based on how many you've seen, you would guess like 10 to 20 probably.
Yeah.
Like bodies.
Yeah.
whatever.
Quite a bit. Maybe more than.
far
We
more
can
than we
handle.
can handle ourselves.
Oh, what?
We could
Hmm.
continue to monitor them and try to find a way to sabotage maybe their food supply or water supply.
Maybe we come a bit closer. We could, make a better plan.
Yeah, we should probably see more.
Yeah.
Close.
I mean, I can,
Altair and I can get pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the best in sneaking around forests or whatever.
That's fine. You're apparently very good with your eyes, so I'd keep you in a place where you can see.
I don't mind that. Thanks, bro. They're pretty good too.
And then we can have Nate stay with you, just in case something does happen. And Crixel and I can head down a little bit closer to the camp, see if we can maybe discover a few vulnerabilities or if they're posting guards.
That's
Yeah.
scouting mission.
Maybe try to figure out. I mean, if there's new lizards coming to the camp from somewhere, or what's the? I mean,
What
what's the
language
purpose
do you
of
lizard folks
this?
speak, by the way?
Draconic, and then there's a specific language called Ivuxi, which is like just lizard folk language, basically.
Damn. But I don't speak the Draconic or Iroxy.
Yeah, maybe we just observe and try to figure out what's their purpose here. Is just a station from which they attack, or there new lizards coming in, or they're going out scouting
Yeah.
around here. Or what are they doing here, right?
Maybe we can kill one if he's alone.
Yeah.
Could do it. I'd hesitate to do that immediately. I'm wondering if maybe we can do something to split up this camp a little bit.
Hmm.
Right. For example, I'm sure in the medical supplies we have like Ipecac. Dump a bottle of that into their stew.
Ooh, that would be a nice sight.
I mean, no, it'd be awful,
A little bit
but it'd be
disturbing, isn't it?
effective.
We'll make them look like
I just
Tango mothers.
I don't have any poison. I mean, that would be the most easy solution.
I like that. I'll try not to use my gun. Not yet.
That's a last resort type of thing, Crixel. Bring a little more attention than I think we want.
I'll close it up like I do when I go swimming, just like in the water sealed packets on my side.
We should decide what to do if something goes wrong.
Yeah,
Where-
I mean,
where
if you
should
hear
we
a gunshot,
maybe-
come running, please.
Yeah, but you'll need to be fleeing as well. So maybe
If-
maybe a spot where we meet or something like that. A part of the camp.
There, it looks like there's a river or a stream
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it seems like you can see goes out and like joins the ocean.
And is that going from north to south or
Yeah,
south
yes,
to north?
north to south. So it's kind of like
Okay.
northwest, northeast to southwest, and southwest would eventually hit the ocean after like a few more miles.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think maybe one of the best options might be to follow the river.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. Would be my
I think
escape route.
it might be my
however-
preferred choice in the river, but it's also a good place to try to avoid notice.
Should you go down, I can carry you in the water.
I'd appreciate that. I think Crixel and I can go and do some scouting, maybe, if we see a good opportunity, take it. But otherwise, plan on us returning within an hour. I guess I don't know how far we are. If it's gonna be like
Yeah,
20
you
minutes
may-
there, then maybe more.
Yeah, it probably would be about 20 minutes. Like
Yeah,
probably
but,
Okay.
about a mile. So if you were trying to be like a mile,
It's about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but everyone should get closer to the camp because if
It's a
something
little
goes
closer to
wrong,
real far.
Yeah, a little
right?
closer, right?
Yeah.
if you're like an hour
Sure.
away. I mean,
Makes sense.
can't do much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, cool. Yes, you had. How close are you trying to get? Like the rest of like a few hundred
Should
feet
we-
or something, or what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Do we follow the expert on Altera? You're probably the best one. South.
Yeah,
stealth.
Boy?
Yeah, that makes sense. If you kind of get a yeah. I mean, you're still very far away, so obviously it'd be quite hard to notice you, but you can still obviously if you want to try. I mean, you still probably want to be walking in the tree.
I think
line and
it's
stuff like that.
best to be cautious. So.
Yes. No, don't be cautious. No.
What is your cell modifier if I can know, Josh?
It's technically +7 total, but I believe I can't remember how it works. Well,
yeah,
you
I
remove
mentioned
part of
generally,
it.
but yeah. The follow the expert thing is like the lowest member can roll.
No, you get your level even if you're untrained. So that works, and you get if you're just only trained in stealth, right? Out here, right? You can't.
Yeah, it can't be more than that.
Yeah, I
so.
wasn't sure if it was some special shit, but
I think I could have potentially,
yeah,
but
well, Rogue's great.
well, I mean, I have assurance as well on stealth, so
Yeah, but yeah, for other people when they follow you, they basically, if you're untrained but you're following some trained jacket, you get to have your level as proficiency. So all you'd be able to add +1 instead of +0, basically.
Yeah, I've got +7 as well, so I guess we just don't follow the expert then for now because
Yeah.
No, well,
if
you
it's
would
just-
at least want to, but the other two could follow one of you, I guess.
Yeah,
If they're untrained, they can just basically follow you to get a +1.
it's better than
But
nothing.
but of course they could also be searching or have that as well. But okay, but everyone who's trying to get close to the camp, give me a secret stealth check, and you just get like a few hundred.
That
feet
must be at
or
least
something,
an. Oh wait, no, you can't. The ally must be at least an expert in that skill,
Oh, so you can't
Oh.
use follow the expert.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
man,
and
that's
must
quite
be
late,
willing
huh?
to provide assistance. So while following the expert, that makes sense. It's literally in the name.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Right, everybody
Says,
give me a stealth check then, just normal.
when can you get extra level 3? Is that level 5?
Both, maybe
Level
both can do it earlier, but at least level 3 for everybody, yeah.
Yeah. No, level 7 for us, right? Yeah.
Oops, not thievery.
Both can do it at level 2.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, Nate. Yeah.
I do like that. It's back to rogues being the skill junkies in Pathfinder too, instead of
Johnny.
bards. I never liked that.
Okay, so you can clearly see out here in Crixel, as you get, like, they're not horrendous, but Johnny and Nate are certainly not the stealthiest among you. So, like, you get within, like, maybe, like, a few hundred feet, and you're pretty confident you could get, like, I mean, no, maybe, like, I mean, there's a decent amount of tree cover, so maybe, like, 300 feet, let's say. And, like, you're pretty confident, they haven't made, like, stupidly loud noises, like sworn fucking shouting loud, right? They're not idiots. But you wouldn't be super convinced, either of you, that you'd be comfortable getting much closer to the others. But you both seem fairly quiet, so you're confident, at least.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
I
leave
gesture
the line?
for the Nate and Johnny to kind of stay here and keep watch, and then we'll be back probably now in like roughly 45 minutes.
Yeah,
We're not back.
It's 300 feet, right? It's like really close.
Yeah. I mean, I plan to, pretty slowly navigate, keep an eye on things from their perspective and from ours as we're getting closer.
For sure.
Yep, okay.
We need a coup de grace action.
Yeah, plus it. Kill everyone by one.
Stop over.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of like go around the outside. Yeah.
I'll fall in behind Altair, let him take the lead a little bit, but soon I'll open up my firearm case back up again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and you, what direction are you trying to like circle around in one of the directions, I guess, or what are you doing? Out there, Crystal.
I mean, I would think we're probably going around the outside a little bit closer to the river,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
in case.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, yeah, and you two, as you get like kind of closer, like so you're within like you can see quite a lot of what's happening. Give me another stealth check just to see you two.
Oops, damn it, I rolled it publicly.
Regal.
I clicked OK like as I was like, duh, you gotta
Yeah,
click the other
fine.
thing.
I'm always just for future. If I'm always gonna make people Regal if it's good or bad from now on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you Yeah, you keep out of like out of line of sight behind the tree line. You kind of go around from the south. You are you see you're being quite quiet and you're doing well as you're able to see more what's happening in the camp. You're only like 100 feet away now at certain points, or even closer in others. You see that probably Johnny's eyesight didn't let him down too much. You think maybe he was being a little bit pessimistic and actually like was maybe like some people counting twice kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like and you would estimate maybe like the ones you can see like walking and back, like obviously it could be way more, but the ones you can see after spending a few minutes watching, maybe closer to like a dozen that you can see instead of like up to 20. One thing that's interesting and that's something you what's it called? A creature you see basically in the camp that you perhaps would not immediately recognize. Yeah, you both rolled decently on your knowledge of lizard folk. You recognize a creature that, although similar and from a distance, it was probably non-surprising that he considered to be a lizard folk. One that you is pretty confident is not. You see something that looks like this.
Is it a Gripply?
You can give me a law society check, or as you see this and you try to figure out if you're familiar with this creature.
Okay. And then
you see you see one of this, and then you see another at some point go over and kind of like kind of talk or whatever, say something to the other one. Both of you are unsure if this is a Gripply or not. You clearly you're aware of what a Gripply is. It's some sort of clearly amphibian humanoid, but beyond that, it's hard to say. There's a few of them like of that kind of description, like lying around, if you know what I mean. But it's you're not sure yourself.
are they like seemingly getting along with the lizard folk?
Yeah. You see, like, so you're spending some time watching. You see, like, both of these ones actually come out of the main room, like the main tent. One first, and then the other like a minute or so later, and they like, you believe discussing something together, and then and then goes over to another lizard folk, kind of like near the campfire. One of the lizard folk who has a staff, and like looks a bit more magically inclined. You've seen the type in the village before, and they seem to be saying something together, but you are unsure exactly what. And actually, give me another perception check as you're trying to get to see if you can see some detail of this conversation.
I'll say like or like whisper, the lizards have made friends. Didn't think it was possible.
Okay,
Uneasy
You-
allies, maybe.
you Crixil, you notice something. It's like you're back here. It's like at the campfire. Yeah, maybe a bit over 100 feet away. So, actually, you would check. You would also see this. You were trying. You're trying to keep it out of the eye, so it's hard to get a really good look at it. But the caster that they're talking to has something weird floating around their head. You weren't sure if it was like a trick of the light when you first was like noticing it, but now you're looking carefully. It looks like a small sort of like stone or crystal or gem is like almost like circling their head slowly.
Youngstone?
Give me a recall knowledge arcana check.
I mean, I'm untrained. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Same. So I don't even think I can, right? With untrained?
No, you can recall knowledge on trade, I think. On your card. Let me look.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I just okay. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, YOLO.
Let me check if it's something you need to be trained in.
Maybe it's trying to identify others with it. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm trying to find the right card in the book for this. But you actually go through decently, so I actually do need to check. You could do bad. I'd be like, no, you don't know that. But instead, you had to rule well. Make me look. Skills. Arcana.
Well, recall knowledge has sample recall knowledge tags, and there is an untrained recall knowledge. Name of a
There is.
ruler, key noble, mage, or deity. Trained is line of succession for a mage or noble family. Core doctrines of a major deity.
Yeah, so recall knowledge can be done. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now I need to check the item. So okay, so yeah, both of you actually somehow you don't know very little about Arcana. Apparently, this is the thing you know something about. Have at least I don't know, wait, but it's actually uncommon, right? So it is a bit higher, but it's I need to check these my levels. I think it's actually levels Pathfinder 2, so what's that level, and then it's a DC modifier. So let's make it. Uncommon is +2. You're right. Okay, so 1 plus. Okay, so you both. Okay, so you're unable to know exactly what it is. Like you're not sure. You can't tell if it's. You both know there is such thing called Aeon Stones, which are basically you're not experts on it, but you've heard stories. A lot of old timers. Maybe you've mentioned before, where like they are these kind of very sort of just mysterious, but mainly because they're very old and not many people know how they fucking work, and they're kind of something you would sort of like find or try to figure out how to make it work, but the power to make them is basically being lost. But you believe this thing floating around it is some kind of Aeon Stone. You're not sure exactly what it does or anything like that, but you've heard of floating stones and people call those Aeon Stones.
Okay.
But you watch a couple more minutes. At some point, they kind of go back into the main tent, and there's more activity in the town. The one with the stave is kind of talking to more lizard folk. You're kind of continuing around, right? The outside.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Give me another stealth check as you kind of.
Yeah, as we're walking, I'll kind of whisper to Altair like, those rock beings. They, after they're done here, probably will head to the river. Maybe we can ambush, see what they know.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking is if the the lizard folk if the lizard folk who failed in the previous attack came back and reported, they might send out another party, and we might be able to ambush them.
Yes.
Okay, can you give me another one, Crystal Sight? Stuff as well?
Yeah. Will you put this on my hotbar?
We've never seen anything but lizard folk, really, right? When the raids happen.
Attacking town, correct. You've never seen anything apart from lizard folk.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you both seem very hidden. Yeah. So you get advantage. You don't see much else from this position, but time is passing, and as far as you can tell from watching for a few minutes, you think it looks like they're preparing for some sort of
Ritual.
No. Like expedition or like movement. Like a couple more of the lizard folk are kind of like packing bags, like kind of grabbing rations from like other tents and sort of like kind of moving around.
How many of them?
Yeah. Out of the ones you've seen, let's say packing up. 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a hopefully manageable amount. Is the shaman with the stone one of them?
No, Shaman with the Stone is not one of them. This is a group of, you can kind of tell there's like, although they don't have like their shield and flail on, there's like 2 of like the more beefy ones and 3 of like the more scrawny looking
Okay.
ones.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
And like I think potentially, I don't know if we're continuing to circle around to the top by now, or if it looks like they're going to be exiting the same direction, the path to the southeast, it looks like.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Okay, then maybe we kind of start actually circling back towards...
Okay, you don't want to spend too long.
Yeah, because I'd rather maybe try to take advantage of this group, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
And not right away, but like, we want to get back to Nate and Johnny.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, so yeah, you spend, you do it carefully, so you're not rushing too much, but you manage to make your way back around, and you get.
Did we ever see anyone go into this little pit thing? Or is it just not really? Okay.
The map cater liked it though, and I found
yeah.
Yeah, but you meet up with the other 2. They just huddled behind a tree.
It's just
It's quite easy to spot when you were looking for them, and you're like,
Yeah.
Which is like
Johnny's like on Nate's shoulders.
Yeah, he's like staring over the top of the
Can you see them yet, bro?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh.
As I back up, appears to be some form of lizard folk shaman, and maybe, I don't know, Gripply? I don't know. Could you tell what they were, Crixel?
No.
What?
Amphibious.
Yeah, some kind of amphibious creature.
Riverfolk.
Yeah. Odd. We've never seen any of them before. But the most important piece is it looks like to be another expedition heading out down the path. We might be able to get up ahead of them and ambush them down the road.
How many?
5.
5.
3 of the ones that that looked like they might have that blowgun, and 2 of the flails. And I kind of looked to both Crixel and Johnny. So protect your heads.
We might be able to take 5, I guess. Yeah, we can try it. Maybe, yeah. We can try.
Yeah, so I think we tried to, for a little while, like stealthily head back down the way we were coming originally, right? Or came from.
Yeah.
And then try to get maybe a couple miles, or a mile down the road, so it's not like right, like where you could hear it from the camp. Like, don't ambush that close.
Yeah, maybe like an awkward bend in the road or something. I don't know. So
yeah.
Or
So it's like a blind corner, so when they come around, we can ambush them from multiple sides.
Oh my god, you're on the map so much. Okay.
Again, you can say it's after the because it's the corner and it's just the road. Like, oh yeah, that's where the corner happened.
About this map that I have already made.
I don't know.
Me neither.
let me see it.
I know you want.
I have no opinion until I can at least see it.
One day this map will show up for Random Canada if you don't like it.
I don't see it.
It's good enough. We'll say, like, again, there's just like a really big curve one direction up here.
I mean, that's kind of weird, right? Like there's a...
Yeah.
It'd be like here.
We hide in the tree.
in the bush.
Hide in the bush.
Can't see me.
Is like south the direction towards the village or north?
Yes, south is the direction you came from the north.
Yeah. Okay.
So you right now would be in plain sight.
Oh, you mean the game from the north? Okay.
Yeah, you came from the north just now, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you'll kind of take up positions like all hiding in these.
And what I suggest, by the way, to the party is, okay, I think the best plan of action would be if we wait for them to start to get past us, particularly if it's the kind of bigger, bulkier ones with the flail and shield are in the front, which I would imagine. If they go past, then we can ambush the ones with the ranged weapons first. Try to get a few of them down before the others can act.
Good thinking.
But and the other two, they will be spotted.
Will be spotted?
Like Nate and Johnny.
I mean,
Yeah, I see.
I go over
His
and,
arm's sticking
I
out
start
right now.
arrange. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I start to range the bush around them. Like, now don't fucking move.
Yeah, there would still will by the way be checks even if you're in total cover.
I
or, like,
know.
in cover, but they would have a big bonus to it because of like cover.
Yeah.
But
If need be, I'm also like using my. Oh wait, did I end up getting a disguise kit? I can't remember if I went with a different one.
You disguise yourself as a lizard.
Let me check. No, I think I went with
Oh.
these tools instead.
So when do we run in, Mr. Ambush Master?
Again, I think it's right after depending on how grouped together they are, but if there's any distance between the front group and the back group, it's once the back group just kind of passes, maybe we'll say like this pretend line, between
Pretend
this bush
line.
and this tree, like the center of this tree. Once they pass the back group of them passes, that is kind of when we go.
Okay.
Because that way they're like, or I guess technically it's like if they cross like this middle line, like it's like the no man's land, right? If they cross that, then we have 4-way, we can all jump in and get the back line.
okay, so you stay here, and it is a good like maybe even after you get here and like set up watch, maybe like an hour or two before you see anything on the road. But first of all, everyone give me stealth checks to see how stealthy you are before I describe what's happening. Obviously, I will bear in mind penalties from distance and cover and all that stuff.
Stealth roll, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Go
no,
use
okay.
assurance or not. It's a d20 plus 7, or I roll a d20 and add 3, with the minimum roll being a 10.
It's a 13.
So it's a 13 or higher, guaranteed. But a max of 23, or a d20 where I could have an 8 to a 27.
Assurance was like it's not 13 or better; it's just 13, isn't it?
Well,
So-
no. So I mean, technically, it says you roll plus 3.
I said you
So-
forego rolling a skill check to instead receive a result of 10 plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. But never
Yeah,
mind.
that's why
Not
it's-
utilize.
It's really it's really bad. It's basically like you only do it a few game penalties, like how I always thought of it anyway. You get a few,
Right.
or if it's a situation where the DC is solo, right? That it's like doesn't matter.
Yeah, like you're going against a low party, you're level
Yeah,
10s, and you're like,
yeah.
okay, my
Sure.
my plus 17 is going to be plenty above whatever they would have. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
okay, so I'll just do a normal roll, blind GM.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so basically, let me describe what you see, and you actually. At the point where I put them on the map here is where we were all initiative, because unfortunately Nate was still making too much noise that they did not get all the way before before they noticed him. Unfortunately, that natural 3 really didn't do anybody any favors. But they may be luckily if you do seem to be. Well, I mean, it depends. What the positioning isn't the best, but they are a little bit split out actually. So they are kind of like this, and you see that the 2 in the front, but they also don't have their weapons drawn and the shields on the back, of course, for all of them. The ones at the front seem to basically be having some sort of conversation with each other that seems like quite animated. You're unsure if it's good or bad, but they're quite animated. And then the ones at the back are kind of like just kind of like chilling and talking. And the one in the middle is like the one in the middle basically only one looks like they're paying any real attention. The others are like kind of busy in conversation.
Yeah.
But at this point when they get here, it's basically like this is where there's there's like people kind of know something weird starts happening. So at this point, we roll initiative as
Okay.
Nate coughs in the background, and everyone's like, "Did that bush just cough?" And everyone's like,
Beware the coughing bush.
Motherfucker.
All right. And then I'm guessing at least minimum Crixel and I can roll a stealth
Yeah,
initiative.
you all actually have to roll stealth here.
Oh, okay.
Even if you even Nate was trying to be stealthy. So even if
Okay.
he slowed acted because he was, being really bad at being stealthy.
Hey, decent
Fight
roll. Great.
Combat. Brutal battle. Oh yeah, that's gonna be
Not
this
great.
one.
I'm really liking my dice. I think they look nice.
That is so nice. I haven't checked them out yet.
Mhm.
at all.
I guess I can't use that button, huh?
I don't know what button.
In like
Hey, no.
the initiative order tab, it pops up in the encounters
No.
tab
They were pretty good.
after you return the sheet.
I did.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
it's very slow.
What?
very
There's
slow.
3 above me while I rolled a 20? God damn.
Wait, do players go first or enemies go first in 2E?
Enemies.
Second.
Classic. Classic.
Hey.
Of course, Ian with the rolling fucking guy.
Wow.
So, yeah. Okay. So,
Johnny
Sam
literally
was-
sleeping on the job.
But the initiative.
Waiting, they didn't.
But
Ready, they didn't go to the line.
I mean, this. Oh yeah, I mean,
mean-
this one.
They will run towards me, and you can attack the guys
I
in the
mean,
back.
that's certainly possible. Well, this one, however, this one was paying attention. This one is more like confused about what is happening. I mean, you still have it basically like completely out of line of sight, so it's like you're still certainly hidden to them all, like all of you. So like, actually, no, but if you had total, like, no, you had greater cover, but you can still see them, so it's not like you're no line of sight, but you do have greater cover, of course. But greater cover is +4 to AC and reflex and stealth, yeah. This one tries to actually they try to go into a bush and become undetected as well, as they try to like get behind some cover. So they move here and then use the sneak action once they've some cover. So sneak is a stealth check compared to the perception DC, right? Of everybody you're trying to. Wow. Okay. Yeah. This one you just like completely lose sight of it as it like runs behind these bushes.
Oh.
And that's all you know of that thing. Yeah. This one is like, wait, what the fuck? And it does. They kind of grab their flail and then do spend 2 actions just like running towards your bush, Nate. I just end up here, yeah. They're like, what the fuck? And then this one has also done the same. It's like, what the hell is going on in that bush? Draws its, its thing and runs up to there. Crixel, your turn.
Oh, I only get a reaction once I've been.
Yeah, but they also need to move within yours. They wouldn't provoke doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But you, in a situation like this, you would actually have your reaction. Basically, it's kind of like up to me. So if it makes sense, if your character would be ready, I will give it to you. So like in an ambush, you're of course waiting for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crixel.
Crixel's memory is not as bad as mine. Altair, what did you say? Like you wanted to divide them up and then go for the melee, or like the.
No, for the ranged ones, right?
Yeah,
because
okay.
they probably have less AC, HP, etc.
Yes.
So the idea is get rid of all of them real quickly, so we can overwhelm
sense.
that melee.
I feel pretty confident about my position right now that I haven't been spotted by most of them because they could just charge past me. So I will delay.
You will delay. Okay. This one's a little bit further from the action. So they instead just double move down here and draw their blowgun. Nate, your turn.
If I use take cover action, that works against melee attacks too or not?
Yes, but if you're basically hiding behind cover from it, you will also get cover if you try to attack. So like it's both ways cover. Like if you're getting cover from the creature's also getting cover from you.
Okay.
But you could, yeah, basically.
I'll just I mean, I'll attack the guy.
Yeah.
What the
You
hell?
will, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would say, like, at this point, I mean, what you've basically been doing naturally is you've been doing the take cover action, which lasts until you use the attack action, basically. So, like,
Yeah,
now,
I was just
now the cover's
thinking that.
broken, you like pop out, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just thinking if it's possible that after I attack, instead of maybe the third attack, I can use take cover to
Yes,
like
you could do that. Yes, for
to
sure.
increase my
For sure.
AC.
Yes, you could definitely do that.
Okay, so I'll just use strike on the guy just north of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, what am I? Who haven't I given hero points to? I give one to Crick, so I give one to one. Yeah, Nate, this is very heroic what you're doing. 2v1, you can have a hero point, by the way.
oh, so that means I get a reroll for this.
It means you can choose a reroll. So basically, a hero should.
Yeah, I know I can use it.
Yeah, when you gain a hero
anytime I
point, you
want.
don't need to use it now, but you could. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
have 2 now total. But you could choose to use 1 now. It's up to you.
Also-
like, obviously, when the session ends, you lose. Like, the hero points don't roll over from session to session.
Yeah,
So you want to use them
exactly.
today, kind of.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't be a
Yeah.
bad time to use it for sure.
Hmm?
If you want to use it, you can right click and actually click like reroll using a hero point, and it automatically like takes away the
Does
point.
everything.
Right click on
On
what?
the attack in chat. In chat, you can like click the result, kind of like where it says melee. You know, just like the box.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So that instead
There you go.
changes your miss into a hit. Give us the
Lovely.
damage roll. Ooh,
Nice.
for 12
Oh,
damage. Yeah, very
Nice.
solid stab
damage.
with the pike.
The guy
Mhm.
runs towards me and I just pop out of the bush. Stab him
You
in
fell for my cough.
You're
you
like,
fool.
surprise! Yeah.
Never run towards a coughing bush. Yeah.
Then I'll try to follow up.
Second attack.
Mhm.
Attack.
Finish.
By the way, I want to re-enter first.
Should be
Okay,
good.
that does hit again. Yeah. Before they can react, you just. Oh yeah. Oh, off the thing. Well, they do survive, just barely hanging on for dear life. But they are. alive.
Third YOLO attack.
No.
Oh, I
Oh.
guess I see the guy struggling.
Mhm.
I'll try again with another.
Oh,
Again, you nutter.
Minus
Nat 20.
10.
Let's do this
Will they
shit.
reward him? Will they reward him? Will the gods do it?
Ah.
No, they do not. They do not. No, you stay there, like standing, just out in the open, stabbing along. But yeah, it fails.
Wasn't
And
to be.
then, Crixel, you wanted to re-enter, yes?
Yes. I want to take advantage of Nate striking back in the scales and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
all
one
eyes definitely
for-
over there.
let's see.
You
So
get
I
a
have
free
free
movement
movement
again,
from
right?
into the fray, yeah.
So nice.
So
So nice.
25.
That's very nice.
And then
Oh.
I didn't want to go there. I want to go here. So there's one action.
Mhm.
Just like run into his face. Let's see how far is this guy.
Ah.
Not too far. And this
If you can
guy.
get to that square,
I can.
the one just
Yeah,
north
sure.
of you,
Yeah, we're trained,
Yeah.
we work together.
Sure.
Uh,
What do you say?
And I think yeah. And then I will just in this guy's face as he's like preparing his blow dart or something. I will just like try activate both barrels
barrel
and
into
just
the-
try and shoot him in the face. Yeah, exactly.
Give them both
See.
barrels, easy.
Right down his throat. Come on.
Oof. That is just a hit though.
Ah.
It's not like you count their flat foot or anything, right? You don't keep being hidden. But no,
Wait, it's actually wait. I don't know how to make it like the.
Oh, do the
He won.
double barrel side part.
Can I just roll the 1d6 instead?
Yeah, do a d6 instead of course. What did you say? Yep. Oh,
Oh,
baby.
yeah, wait,
So
what?
same damage, right? Yeah. Okay. So you blast him with both barrels for 3 damage. And it kind of looks.
both
looks at
barrels
you.
is 3 damage.
Like what?
Friend, what just happened?
It's a very old rusty gun, it's not
Must
it's
be
not as
bad.
firepower it once did.
Must be
And then
rusty.
I will get out the tango blade, swirl around, and almost like a what do you call that? A bouncer's glove. I will try and hit him in the face with it.
This is your reloading strike. Or-
Yes, with a reloading strike, exactly.
Beautiful. So fluid.
18.
That's a
Shoot me
hit.
down. trying to go look at something on my rolls.
a hit.
Oh, fucking hell!
4, 5.
5 damage. Yeah, so you run up and shot, you know, and you load another shell into it. Cool.
That is my turn. And
Out here.
Okay. Yep, I will run up to there. Blanky dankers.
Pop out of the bush.
Yep, surprise, motherfucker. And I'll go for the rapier. Going for the kill shot. Let's do this thing. Come on, fuck you, fuck you.
You know what? I realized I had to give you a hero point too, so very heroic as well. So you can
Okay.
if you want.
Yeah.
Very
Come on,
heroic.
man.
Everyone is such heroes. I should have done the sneaking around the base.
I need a. There we go.
The flank?
25 crit. Yeah, it's crit because of flanking. I think.
That's a crit.
Right?
Because of flanking. Yeah. I don't even see the thing in chat yet, but I saw the little animation say critical hit. That's great.
Yeah.
Just like we drew it up in the
31 damage.
Oh, let's
Holy
go.
shit.
What?
What the fuck?
Okay, it's because of the sneak attack gets crit, and then it's a deadly weapon, so it does the extra D8 on top.
Yeah, so
I
it
think I
just-
rolled
it's
pretty
just,
well on those.
Oh, yeah, it's
2,
just
7,
like-
6.
It just turns around, to look at, to
Jesus.
figure out this happens, and you just run from behind and just, instantly, blood. It just immediately drops to the ground without a sound, basically. Not even
Okay.
trying to make a noise.
Nice.
And
And then I guess my last. Ooh, I guess. What's the range on demoralize again?
30 feet.
Right. Wait, I can't demoralize, can I? You have to have. That's a skill.
No, you
I
can.
think if you don't
No.
have the same language,
No.
you take a penalty. It takes a penalty.
Yeah.
If you don't have the same
Well, they
language.
speak common, right?
You don't know.
Oh, true.
I mean, they could, yeah.
They
Usually
could,
they
sure.
don't, apparently. But
Yeah, from what you know, it's not like everyone will speak. They
There's
have their
another
own
one-
language, for instance.
Yeah, went into
But,
this bush, right? Was the sneaker deeker dude?
that's where where you lost sight of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Into which bush did you go?
You lost
This
sight of
one.
them here. You don't,
In that bush.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
there's somewhere over there.
good
I'm
old
trying to
bush
get there's something else
shots.
I can actually do that would be some. Yeah, you know what? I'll target this one back here, and do an unofficial "you're next," because I don't have the ability.
An
But-
unofficial one. But you're practicing
Yeah.
when you do have it.
Exactly.
You're like,
So
"Ah,
here's my
one day I'll be able to."
intimidation.
Wait, but he's not within 30 feet, is he?
Oh, does it have to
Oh,
be
yeah,
30
yeah.
feet?
Yeah, that's 30
Yeah.
feet. Sorry, yeah.
Fuck! Can I do it to the bush where the guy was?
You can attempt to do it to a bush,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Towards the bush where that guy was.
Okay, you do it towards the bush.
I all you want. You're next.
Yeah, the bush it trembles. This one back
We have
here.
one coughing bush and now a trembling bush. It's
Exactly, all the bushes are alive. This one back here. Yeah, they just stay where they are. What's the range on a blowgun? Draws blowgun, man, loads it around, man, so many actions you have to do. Draws blowgun, loads it, takes a shot with the one rage increment of Quicksilver.
Huh?
What a nutter.
Don't you target me.
Leapers.
Ooh, hits even with the range increment.
Nanny?
Okay.
I need the fuck.
And then I also need you to,
No poison.
Forward save? Yeah.
a forward save. As you
Oh,
take.
that's a
Wait. Blue guns are non-lethal? Man, insane. You take 1 damage, non-lethal doesn't matter at this point because, you're not going down anyway. But, ooh.
Is it really only 1 damage?
Yeah, blue guns are always only 1 damage and then, stuff on them, often. But, okay, but you do crit fail the save, of course. Which means you immediately go to stage 2. So you immediately take
fuck.
7 poison damage and become flat-footed as you feel like some poison kind of sink into your veins.
Damn.
But that is their turn.
God damn.
Tom or Johnny, I gotta change. Oh, it's your prototype token. I gotta change.
Also, is it possible to swap around the in the spell tab?
the position of like the primal prepared spells, focus spells.
Oh, the focus
Yeah, you
spells.
can.
Oh, no,
yeah.
it worked.
You just did it. Easy.
Yeah, just gotta like drag it way
I
up
did
there
it like
because
20 fucking times earlier, and it didn't.
But when
nothing
I'm
happened.
watching, it works perfectly.
Yeah. Fuck you know. All right, perfect. Perfect. Right. I will. Can't see the whole. I need to see the whole thing. Yeah. I will cast a spell.
Oh, I love those.
This one. I'll cast this, and then
That's
like,
insane.
I just like
Oh,
rise out of it, like just surf forward, like straight forward, like
What's up, baby?
that is so cool.
here, just like surf up to here.
So cool.
And then give that one the good old spout to the back of the head.
The back of the head. Oh, and you just can't. They
Yes.
can't crit save, huh? Oh, baby. Yeah, they succeed, so they take half damage, but that's enough in this case to just like splash of water to the back of the head, and yeah, they fall with like a bad head wound.
I'm officially gonna
Nice.
refer to spout as a colonic irrigation.
Oh no!
That's from
Wow.
down below.
No. Alright, good stuff. That's your turn, right?
That's the third, yeah.
Alright, the hidden one takes a shot, thus losing the hidden condition, but in doing so you are flat-footed against an altair as a dart comes in your direction. Let's see.
I will. I mean, technically, I can still use my reaction, right? Against any
Yeah.
attack?
Oh, does it say attacker you can see?
Yeah, let me check. I'm trying to remember. Targets you with an attack, and
You
I
can
can
see
see the
the
attacker.
attacker.
Nope, so I cannot.
Okay.
Never mind.
Then I'm afraid it just hits.
Okay.
So you take the 1 damage and give me a fort save.
Okay, second.
I just googled colonic irrigation, Josh.
No, you didn't do that, Jack. Why'd you do it on
Why? Why?
I just want-
Why would you do that?
Well, I mean, not for the view.
Oh, and they are revealed to be here, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, but you do succeed, so the poison doesn't affect you, so just the 1 damage. And then
That's the same.
they actually they
Create an AI image now.
yeah. Oh no! Don't do that.
Why would you? Why? Just
Let me just close it.
Hey.
What was I accidentally doing?
Yeah.
at
Sometimes
my
do
dumb,
that.
terrible joke.
A lot of times you have to ask yourself,
They run up.
why
then
not?
Why not?
to-
Sometimes.
Wait,
ask
wait,
yourself,
they hit
why
me
yes.
from a triple range increment?
Yeah, it did the range increment automatically. It did with -4 that hit you. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I know, right? I shouldn't have. The shot was kind of crazy, but I was just like, yeah, he went there. I guess he
YOLO.
shoots. Was a natural 14, pretty good. Okay, and then he runs forward, rushes forward, kind of almost like looks like he's forgetting the blue gun, and then with his jaws now kind of chomping in your direction. And this lizard folk, really angry at you, Nate. But they are trained fighters. He sees you have a ranged weapon, so he does only step over towards you, so he does not provoke. And then tries to hit you with his flail.
Okay.
And now you're gonna see how well I roll. Boom. That's a hit for
Hey, so this is only a hit.
4 bludgeoning damage.
We can survive those.
Yeah, but watch
Yeah.
this second attack.
Miss.
Oh, critical miss! Yeah, you
Okay.
definitely step out the way. You're not letting them get the drop on you this time. And it is your turn.
I'll smack the guy right back.
Smack that guy back.
Question:
Hmm?
Has it come up yet? Like, you feel like even if flanking can do like range up, like not like
Reach,
10
yeah,
feet
you can
weapons,
find some
right?
reach.
Reach weapons.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You still do draw from tokens.
It's just a real pain in the ass if diagonals are involved in any way.
Yeah, it gets
Oh, yeah,
good.
that's-
Solid hit, Nate. Ooh,
Let's
Nice.
go.
big damage, big
Nate's-
damage.
DPS MVP.
Seriously.
Yeah, just do that again.
Just let's do that again.
Another death job.
Yeah,
This
let's
will
do a
stab
second
another
one.
lizard.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait,
no.
Ah. But the
No.
third one. The third one. The nat 20.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
what
coming.
else could I be doing?
What else could you
honestly?
be doing? They do have attack opportunities, so it makes it
Yeah.
harder to move away.
Oh,
Oh my god, the
Oh.
reward
Oh.
does hit them. Oh man. Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
okay,
man.
so you just.
Oh, woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
They
Oh
run
my
up
God.
to you, but this bush is well defended, and you just
yeah.
stay standing. Quicksil.
Okay.
One thorny bush.
Nate with it. This
Okay,
is
so-
my
Oh,
bush,
man.
bitch.
I have one bullet in my chamber, so I will strike at this boy that foolishly ran up to me.
Mhm.
There we go.
Nice.
Rewarded
That's it. That's a hit. Almost a crit. Almost, Jacko.
for not much damage. Then
Oh yeah,
5.
fine. Not bad. Not bad.
And then, because I have the feats sword and pistol, they are now flat-footed towards my next melee attack.
Oh, I like it's weird to put this word sword in the name when you press
Yeah.
the button. It does a sword animation. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so they're
So-
flat-footed. Yeah,
Melee attack, reloading strike.
given the flat-footed condition. Ah, but even with the
Ah.
flat-footed, I'm afraid that is. I didn't lose
Um,
flat-footed, right? No.
I mean, it worked out for Nate, so I guess I'll
Oh,
do it.
you're insane.
-1.
People hate moving.
Well, at least it'll mean I can reload for free.
Oh.
18? Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
god! Oh my god! The rewarding is so strong. I hate it. I hate it.
For
Nice.
8 damage.
Oh my god. Yeah. Did you hit him hard? Wait, but you already reloaded, right?
Not yet.
Well, I have
Wait,
two
2
barrels.
barrels.
It wasn't there this thing about reloading strike said you were reading it
Oh.
empty?
The other hand,
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. I read the empty thing to mean gun, but it means your hand in a different thing.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, you reload both bullets in 2 quick strikes, and yeah, my god, everyone rewarded on the final attack. God damn it, this isn't how you're gonna teach you. out there, your turn.
Alrighty. Oops. Come up behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and I attempt to do the same thing I did to his compatriot earlier.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh, the
Oh, what
17.
a-
Off the
this is
17.
So many
close.
high numbers there.
I know. So we'll try a second attack against him.
Oh, that hits.
18. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There we go. 13.
Plenty of damage. Yeah, you quickly finish your job on that.
Give you not say. Next one?
Yep.
What I'm gonna
Turn
do?
back
just
towards
to,
the other one.
I'm just gonna move everybody's token down. Okay, the map.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
So it looks,
Why?
so that if they run up into the north, there's a space
Okay.
like that. There we go. So all distances are the same, and now you're at the bottom. Cool.
Yeah.
A little conveyor belt, the rules of the simulation anyway. Okay. Yeah. So you have one action, right?
No. Because move, attack.
Oh, you missed the third one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but this one does. Yeah. Barely injured. Yeah, this one does start to run
Okay.
to the north. Up there. Tom, your turn. Yeah, so all the others seem to be lying dead except for one, which seems to be escaping to the north.
Or
Far. Well. Getting away. I don't think we'll catch it.
Yeah, it seems. I mean, let me check. Has anyone got a faster speed than 25?
I have 30.
Okay, so you think, yeah, I got him covered.
5.
That guy you go.
Yeah, I just triple moved. Huh?
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah.
Walk down there.
You're muted, by the way.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see.
Thanks.
Your mouth barely moves.
It's a bit quiet. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'll just slide 3 times to.
It's over. Yeah, Crixil.
Yeah, I'll give it. Take a move here. And I guess I'll try.
Oh shit, Crystal, sorry, at the end of your last turn, you should have had to do a depth save, a force
Don't
save.
say.
Which one, maybe?
Yeah,
Force save
it's
for the
a
poison. Force save for
super
the
serious
poison.
poison.
Force save for the poison. So you succeed, it means it goes up one stage, but that's still stage 1, you actually still take d6 poison damage.
Okay, I can't go down, luckily.
So you take 5 poison damage though, and the poison is still affecting you. But yeah, now it's your turn though. But yeah, you run up here. Ooh, it looks turned around like juicy.
And then I will, with one range increment,
Ooh, take a shot.
try and
Do you have an
take
open
a
shot?
shot.
Yeah,
Do you?
I
you loaded
reloaded
both once.
twice, yeah.
Oh.
You can even do a double barrel shot and go for the Hail Mary
Yeah, I
crit,
will, I
you know?
will.
Oh, baby.
Because I'm not gonna... Nah.
Ah, no, I'm afraid not. Out there?
Alright.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
try to do another force save. 17, should I actually check the DC? It was close to that. Where is it in here? DC 17, okay, yeah, you are fine. The poison wears off. Out there.
No biggie.
Full
Oh, you can
sprint,
just-
3 triple move up to him.
Okay, yeah, on his turn, he sees that you are outrunning, and overall, you know, it's a fucking, like, hour or two back, so he doesn't
Yeah.
really fancy chat. So he takes this opportunity as you're, like, kind of away from the safety of the group to try to, take you out. To see it.
Yeah.
Try to get you
First
with
attack, I
force.
will do nimble dodge.
Cool. Ooh, still hits.
Okay.
Ooh. 8 piercing,
Good God. Okay.
and then he swipes you with the tail. Yes. Misses. Oh, and then goes for the Hail Mary Jaws minus 10. Not even using that agile.
Oh.
Ah, but no, he goes
Yeah.
for Hail Mary to try to take you out, but you manage to get away in a biting Jaws, and that is his turn. Tom.
Yeah.
The critical part of that is so scary. When it pops
I
up the
know.
critical miss.
Yeah, imagine, right? If I
Critical, I'm
went
like,
that way,
and
that
I'm
gets a
dead.
little spooky.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Tommy boy.
Oh yeah. I will. Chase. No,
Give
get
chase.
3 moves, 3 strikes.
Yeah. What do we?
Puffing and puffing back there.
Yeah.
You don't do much cardio anymore. You're more about the compound lifting, you know. It's Quicksilver, you have your gun, right?
Yeah, I wanna...
Double
see.
or reload, move, shoot.
We lose.
Yeah, I don't wanna get too close, so I will... You know, stay back behind Johnny a little bit.
Good old Johnny boy.
That honestly
And-
was like.
Reload, shoot from here. Oh god.
I mean, would they have cover for me? I'm just trying to see. No. but they didn't.
There's like definitely a line that exists that
Yeah.
doesn't. So
But it's always centered in
But I think I want them to have cover, so I have some cover.
Ah, okay, you want to... Okay, cool. You want them to cover. You want nothing.
And then...
Oh, that's what we did last
Baby.
time.
Oh, nice.
So
There you go.
Load
That-
1 shell, run up, shoot. Were you critical?
That's not correct.
Did you get the critical damage one?
Let me try that.
because
That's
critical is way
correct.
different.
That looks
Yeah.
more like.
Yeah, it's a
That's
fatal
more
stuff,
what I'm
yeah.
hoping for. That's more what I'm hoping for. It is fatal D8, right? Yeah. So you just look off. Oh, it hangs on though with a shred of life
Yeah,
shred.
that's what I've got.
for 1 more for Altair's kill count.
Yeah.
Get him on there!
So, does that, as it's concussive, does that do anything in terms of?
That means I can do
No.
bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
Doesn't mean anything.
I just didn't know
about
if like it
his
made him
stats,
flat-footed or, but again, I just we don't have any critical specialization at this level.
Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, just in case, and I know the rest of the party's coming up soon, but his next turn he can technically still run away. So I will first do a trip. with
Sure.
the sickle.
Okay. That's against
Makes
reflex
sense.
DC. Yep. Actually fails. These guys seem to be
God
pretty
damn.
quick on their feet. It's got that tail
Okay.
fist ability, you know.
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess
that's
so.
fatal as well.
So I'll go for a second strike with my sickle. Loki. Oh, god damn it. My dog just threw up, so
Oh,
I might be
no.
gone for a little bit after this turn.
Oh no, I think. Oh man. Okay, I'll have to come over. Yeah.
That's a
one more?
miss. Yep.
Oh, they're gonna get another turn. Maybe they take out 2 more people.
Oh my god, Loki. That is so gross, dude.
Or
It's
No.
crit
No,
and then.
goddamn.
No.
now I have to kill Josh. Well, he has to clean up 6.
I-
Bad day. Bad day. He does try to draw
Don't shoot
you.
there. Miss, okay.
Miss. Okay, yeah, he's rabbited now. -5.
Critical miss.
Mine said for the last one, not 20. Ooh.
And
Misses.
I-
missed all 3.
Since I technically never do on the previous 2, I would have
Sure.
the thing, the last one apparently.
Yeah,
Since I didn't say it
misses.
earlier.
Misses anyway. Yeah, I forgot. Tommy boy, can you finish your job?
Well, we will attempt to do so.
Oh, this is the water splash again.
Water splash.
You-
I mean,
One plane.
I could run up with my spear thing. It feels like that's just asking for trouble.
We see it save. Oh, it's a success, but that's not enough. Takes the half damage, and yeah, another water inflicted right into the back of the head. They'll never find a murder weapon in these cases. It
Never.
falls,
Bam.
bleeding badly in the ground, and an act out of initiative. Oh, that was spooky. Man, you guys should rectify. If you
Yeah,
was
we
also
just
spooky,
chose to do it. Yeah, exactly. We're like 5 no
It really
problem.
helps when you have positioning. It really helps. Huh? They have to take the
Yeah.
turn drawing weapons and everything. Okay. Excellent work, guys. You defeat 5 lizard folk and they bodies lying around, and yeah, you are all still standing in one piece. And that
I
sounds
think George might be gone
perfect.
for a bit. Well,
Yeah, but I think that's the perfect endpoint for this session. Anyway, yeah, we'll just go straight from here with all the healing stuff, so we don't need to bother doing it now or anything. But nice stuff. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
thanks for the session.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's really weird not having something to look at. It
Yeah,
was
I
like,
can imagine.
I was like, I guess there's a camp, like a Google camp map.
It sounds so scary, like after running the
It's so
bloodlines.
weird, man. It's like, for how you meant I actually thought it was more likely you might do to like try to go to ask or like find out what's like the pirate lord shit. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna prepare all this shit if they do something else, right? So like, I'm not preparing fucking anything, and it's like
We're go-getters. Doing it
so
ourselves.
weird. But yeah, good. I gotta go. Good stuff, guys. I will see
Yeah.
you all next week for more.
Well done,
Shackles
everyone.
Adventures.
Yeah,
Made it.
fun.
Yeah.
So you cheat a little bit to keep Jacko alive. Alright. Bye.
Yeah, later. Bye.
It's within the rules.
It was